welcome to Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today we're going to do like a chakra pick a card reading. So we have 4 piles here today. We have fire ants, we have butterfly reverse, vulture reverse, and fox reverse. So you can pick your pile or piles, and I'll see you over there. Hello there, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. So you picked fire ants. Seeing that we're talking about the chakras, so the colors that could be bothering you or activating right now is your root chakra, your sacral, and your solar plexus. But fire ants mostly talks about something's stewing, like you probably are holding on to something, and it's building and building and building till, might become like a real serious fire. So we have love, fear. There was a little tint of pink in there. Then we have stop. Okay. Funny enough, because there's a little bit of pink like in this little area, so it's like all the colors that's on this card is right here. So you want to love or start a new relationship with somebody, but fear is stopping you from taking that chance. But the love inside of you is building up. Fear is stopping you from like going through the little portal and taking it to the next level. So let's say, because it popped in my head, if I'm living single, right, with Cal and Maxine, and when Cal was performing and stuff like that, Maxine came in and then she looked really cute and stuff like that. So Cal choked up a little bit. He couldn't, sing the way he was supposed to sing because he didn't expect Max to look so put together and cute, and he is attracted to her, but then when they was going to take it to the next level, they both mutually did not take it to the next level. And then Overton, who was supposed to be like the silly goofy friend that don't really like understand much, right? He's a very simple guy. It was just like maybe she was scared of taking it to the next level of ruining the friendship because they see each other on the everyday basis and stuff like that. And if it doesn't work out, then it's gonna be weird seeing each other every day and being in the same house or being in the same room and stuff like that. And it was even weird after the one. It was just like it was a lot going on, and so that's like it's like some sort of fear is what's stopping you from taking the next level, or because that's what pretty much popped in my head. It's like y'all friends, and really, it's like you have mutual respect for each other, mutual care and love and stuff like that. And also popped in my head is like from Love Is Blind, where what's her name? Well, it's just like they both got pretty much end up getting married or like engaged to somebody, not married, engaged to somebody, and it was the girl that was engaged to Shaq, whatever. And the guy, Shane? No. That's not wasn't his name. The one that was in that little love triangle, right? That situation, and then y'all care for each other, y'all like each other, y'all been friends and stuff like that. There's some form of love, y'all wanna, see where it takes you, the next level and stuff like that. But, you scared of losing a very good friend and stuff like that. That it mess up the friendship, so that's what's stopping y'all from doing it. And I think they even tried. I don't remember what happened. But don't it's just a template. I'm not saying that might happen to you. Sometimes it might actually work out. I don't know. Let's see. We have change. With the frequency of change support our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inwards and outwards, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and birth of new. Then we have the third eye chakra. The frequency of the third eye chakra is the indigo flower of life. Support our intentions and our inner knowing, our imaginations, and our psychic powers. Yeah, you know or you feel like something's about to change in your relationship or your love life, and you're fearing the change, or just that feeling is causing you to be fearful and be and stop. I don't. Or trying to tell you, like, I don't know. Hold on, let's continue. Then we have perseverance, the sacral chakra, the orange. Okay. And then we have wisdom. So your heart is open with the love. Okay, your heart is open. You're comfortable. So it's like you're not scared of love. Is it like the person? Or who it is? Or the change that's happening or occurring? Okay, so with the door, it's like you see how you see like where the doors, like, pretty much you just see, you don't see no doorknob or anything like that. You just know that it's a passageway. You don't know what's on the other side. So it's that it's like you feel a lot of love and like care and respect for this person, and you want to take things to the next level, and you feel like it's supposed to go to the next level, but you don't know what level or what is like what's on the next side of that door and stuff like that. And spirit is trying to say, like, you are comfortable loving yourself and expressing love and giving love to other people. You understand with the wisdom, like, you understand the importance of love, and sometimes it could be very scary and a fearful thing, and which is why, like, sometimes you always gotta, like, push yourself to persevere and to put yourself out there and stuff like that, and trust yourself, especially with the third eye. Like, you trust yourself and to be open and stuff like that. But also with this stop, to know when, you also know when to stop giving love and walking away. With the wisdom, you learned that lesson. You have that worldly knowledge and wisdom of knowing when it's time to persevere and when it's time to, like, to walk away and stop doing something, when it's time to make that change when something isn't working. It's just, you are normally, you're probably able to put, like, I don't know, it's like where, like, have, like, I don't know, you just, it's the inner knowing with this person. It's like it's all over the place. Like, it might work out, it might not work out, but it's all, like, based or depending on your comfortability pretty much what it is. So like if you stop, it stops. That's what the perseverance, because it's the red then orange. So we don't have yellow yet, and yellow is action. So because you don't feel like it's stable, since you're not going through the door, the whole thing's at a stop or a standstill. And it's like you're seeing the door, but you need to walk through the door, and your heart is open and telling you, like, you know what's on the other side of the door. It's a loved one, it's a relationship, and it's something that's going to change your life. And you just have to, like, take the action, which is the yellow solar plexus, and believe that it's going to be successful to move on and to move forward. But fear is what's stopping you from doing that. And there we have Mending a Broken Heart Fairy, Healing from Heartache. Then we have Autumn is my last chance. Please don't lose hope. I thought they was both holding a heart. She's holding an apple. Okay. Then we have Amara with Aloha Healing. And okay. It's like you learned your lesson from the last time. Oops, sorry. And you feel like, oh, if you walk through this door, this whatever relationship it is, this is not your last chance, basically. Like, there's other relationships. If this one doesn't work out, you can get to, like, move on to a whole other relationship. You bounce back quicker and faster than you did before. And because now with this Aloha Healing and Healing from Heartbreak, it's like you know what you want, and you're not going to pretty much allow somebody to affect what you want and what you got going on for yourself. It's either they add on to it or they like can go about their business. And yeah, pretty much that. Because it went from 9, 6, 10. So you're releasing people that you can't be in harmony and peace with. You're persevering and letting them go. But this is kind of sort of like a butterfly, and evolving from the fear and the heartbreak of trying to give love when love is not given back to you, or like motivate people and uplift people and they're not uplifting you. Like what I said before, like she's holding a heart and I thought she was holding a heart too, but she's holding an apple. So it's like you giving them your heart and they give you an apple, or they give you something completely different, something it's red but it's not what you gave. And it's like you're healing from that to now where you're wanting equal give and take and stuff like that, but you're fearing like you might not get that, or that's not out there. It is out there. It's you just gotta But pop, it's like a ladle, not a ladle. That's for soup. A strainer and stuff like that. You just gotta shake it out, find out the real, the fake from the real, and the things that you want from what other people are trying to tell you that you want. It's like you know what you want, and you know what's out there, and you just gotta find which little bush is your bush, or which garden is your garden that you want to water. Because she has leaves on her neck, and she has the world. So it's like you can birth and create what you want, but it's all about how you want to persevere and tend to it and care for it. Then we have Clean It Up. See? Then we have Truth Be Told. Oh, do we have? Okay. So, with the ELX, nope, ELK, word not coming to me. This animal right here, um, it talks about like stability and like being a father figure and stuff like that. So it's like you're taking action, which is perseverance. You know, you have to like clean up the fear, get rid of all the heart. Like you're healing and getting rid of all the heartbreak. You did pretty much all the heavy work and stuff like that. You did the cleanup work. Now it's time to trust and believe that you actually did all that work to embrace the change that is coming to you. Um, because we have change that's 12, and then we have clean it up, which is 21, which is pretty much like a reflection of it. And then we have 14, which is 5. And that talks about the change. So it's like you still thinking that you're in the past where things haven't changed and stuff like that, or you haven't changed, and spirit's trying to say like, no, you have changed. We've seen you change. We've seen you persevere through some things, learn through some things, take off the mask, you know, embrace the wisdom, because owl talks about wisdom, and we have a dove here. We see the wisdom you embraced, and even started being honest with yourself and moving, and also seeing through people's masks, but also seeing through your own mask and cleaning up a lot of things in your own life to be at this point of being comfortable with yourself and how you love yourself. And now it's time to banish, because black also means banish. And this does like banish all the fears that you have and clean it up and let it go to embrace this change that is coming into your life. And to trust that you know what a mask looked like and when somebody is wearing a mask. So there's where before you like probably were like people pleasing or try to like take things at face value or giving people the benefit of the doubt, you learned your lesson and learned like not to really, a couple of times maybe, but at some point like to stop and to like give it up and walk away, because there's no hope in keep trying where it's not really beneficial. Then we have, when I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. What the hell? Because she got a world in her belly. I don't know why this popped in my head, but like if you pregnant, or it could be like you birthing an idea. It's like you pretty much did everything to bring this idea to life and to execute it, to unleash it, to let it fly out the cage and stuff like that. You pretty much did all that you need to do. Because she has a star in her hand, and the star also talks about hope. That's why I'm saying, like, don't lose hope. There's no reason for you to lose hope. And then it has stars here. It's how you're viewing it, how you're seeing it. You have to change how you're seeing it. You already did all the work that you needed to do. You cleaned up everything that needed to be cleaned up. You got rid of what needed to be get rid of. You healed what needed to be healed in order to move on to this level. If you didn't, the door would never would have been open. You can walk through. It's safe. And then we have, I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayers. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. See what I just said? And then the stars. Look at that. It's just that one word. Yeah, and there's even stars here. Like, see, they was with you, they was watching you, they was cheering you on the whole time. They was rooting for you the whole time. Like, keep going, you doing great things. Yes, throw that person out. Get rid of that person. Yes. everyone get cleaned out, like that kind of thing. And wait a minute, not like that, but for you to have the love life you deserve and that you wanted, and you should, like, with the tears and stuff like that, you said some things, you released some things, and even if it was silent, they heard those prayers, they heard those wishes, they know the changes that you want, and they've been helping you clean it up and change little things, which is why the door is open. The door never would have appeared if you didn't have the key for it. Which I guess why you don't see the keyhole or anything like that. It's just walk through. It doesn't need anything like that. You're pretty much the key. You did everything to walk through. So just walk through. It's okay. It's fine. It's like, then it could be like it's dark because you have to walk through this room to get to that other room. It's like a motion detector, something like that. So it's okay. You're good. You gotta just walk through and then it will turn on. Pretty much. Right? So we have the Kabbalah deck to pretty much show the lessons. So we have the Empress and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so learning love, caring for yourself, self-love. Also, the Queen of Cups talks about like creativity and expressing and being like emotional, having emotional security, and also being very like nurturing, but also having that third eye, that psychic ability, and trusting it and curing it. That's why I keep saying with the world, you're birthing something, which is the Empress. Something very solid and stable that's gonna bring you some sort of abundance. Probably a lot of love offers, or you're gonna attract a lot of love, or be around people that really loves you and care for you. Then we have the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Oh, with the Empress being here, she's balanced and stable. So it's like you're attracting very... Your love is very... You're very attractive. Your love is very attractive. And it's like you think that you might not have any offers and stuff like that, but it's like as soon as you walk through that door, you see like how it's not like really fast paced, but like how smooth or easy things are because you have more confidence in yourself and like your intuition and your gut and stuff like that, to be more ambitious and say yes what you want to say yes to and no what you want to say no to. You see through people's masks and stuff like that. And where before you probably was very impulsive and saying yes to things because you didn't want to miss out, and then later on be like, oh, I don't know why I said yes to that. I really didn't want to do that and stuff like that. You're no longer doing that. If you don't want to do it and it doesn't bring you any sort of stability or abundance and stuff like that, you're just letting it go. You have to have, with those water, and water, fire, you have to have some sort of emotional like care for it, but also some sort of, like, passion and stuff like that. So it's more than just ambition. It's like you are very passionate about it. You enjoy doing it. You want to do it. It's not really about the money. But with the Knight of Swords with the air, it's not about the money. That's the intentions behind it. Which is why it could be bringing you abundance. Where certain people, their intentions behind it might not be healthy, which is why you cleaned it up and got rid of those people. Then we have the Knight of Cups and the Fool. Eight of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. The Knight of Cups talk about like a love offer, but also like a spiritual journey. But the Fool's also, because this talks about the Fool's journey and stuff like that. So in this Fool's journey, where you're pretty much at now is the Empress. Or how people is viewing you is the Empress. Which is why they want to bring you romantic love offers. You healed what needed to be healed. You did the work that needed to be done. You cleaned up what needed to be cleaned up, like I said before. And to know who is stable, who is balanced, who is for you, who is not for you, who's wearing a mask, who's not wearing a mask. Then we have the Mermaid of Immersion with complete commitment. Yeah. You know who's a solid, stable offer, who's not. Then we have the Ochre Magic with the Cashapp Library opens. Then we have the Dragonfly Mermaid. You're attracting wonderful news. He told you that it was attraction. You tried. They could be very. Some of them is courageous. Some of like. I don't know why I feel like it's a person that is like y'all both need to have courage to take it to the next level, pretty much. Like with the like Love is Blind scenario, they both had to take like confidence and courage because they did technically was engaged to somebody else before, and that didn't really turn out really great. And so it was like to put their heart back on the line. It's kind of nerve-wracking and stuff like that. But it's like you also gotta remember that this is a whole new and completely different person, and that has a whole different confidence level or comfort level or capability than this other person. So like, let me use my little thing. So like, let's say your old person was green, okay? This new person that's coming in is clear. So it's completely different people, and then with the clear has more capability of doing way more things than a green and be able to go different places and do certain things than the green, where this person might be a little bit more open-minded. The green was a little bit more stubborn. Like, you know what you want and what you don't want now, and what will lead you to a solid, stable offer and what wouldn't. And oh yeah, because clownfishes, they do that. Yeah. So it's just like if it's like if one person, if it doesn't work out with this person, there's multiple people that could take this other, like take their spot. Like, so don't worry about it. If it doesn't lead to something solid and stable, it like, you know, it might take a minute. You could be down, but it's like you won't stay down as long as you used to. So let's say before you dated somebody for like a week and you was in heartbreak for like 5 months. Now you're no longer gonna have that 5 months of heartbreak. You probably be like a day, a week, 2 weeks, like that kind of thing. And then we have forgive somebody or forgive someone and stay away from drama today. You are someone. You can forgive yourself for the mistakes that you have made, but also forgive other people for the mistakes that they have made, because some people don't actually do the work to heal, so they try to hurt other people by doing foolish and impulsive things. because they don't have the confidence to do certain things, so they try to sabotage other people, which is what the mask is here for. And pretending to put on the mask and pretend to be somebody else to try to get ahead. Try to hurt other people. No, hurt people, and broken people, or broken people try to break people, that kind of thing. So it's like, you healed, so it's like and you don't want to be broken again, so it's like you're now, like I said with the Shrina, like you're now like popped in my head. But the SpongeBob movie, like you weeding them out, like you just like you like no, like we don't do that here, okay? And then we have trust your intuition. She's always right. See what I said? And then we have you are perfectly beautiful. Yeah, and deserve to be comfortable in your own skin. And then that's another thing. Everything that you have worked to heal, somebody's not going to come and undo that. So if they start subtracting from your life, or things start, it's like, okay, if drama start like decreasing in your life, that's positive, okay? That's positive. Insecurities, positive. Your insecurities start going down, that's a positive, a plus, okay? Good things. Like if negativity started like decreasing in your life and with somebody, that's a plus, okay? You see, like it's like math real fast, okay? -5 plus 10 equals 5, okay? Because the 10 still is positive. Either way, you get what I'm trying to say. You feel me? It's positive. It cancels out the whole negativity. That's good. Get more of those people. Things that cancel out the negativity. That at some point the negativity is gone. Then people that is negative, were they going to be mad? Yes. But would you care? No. Because they're going to do what? Subtract from your life. Exactly. You see it. You see. So it's like where, let's say you want to get 25. You get somebody that's a 10. That's not really working. That's not that. So you need to get like 25 or even 30 just to get just to get the 25. And it's like because of that negativity that's there, you release that negativity. It doesn't matter what number it is, it's going to continue adding and increasing. Let the negativity go, okay? Because what popped in my head, just I don't know, y'all people still watch like Keeping Up with the Kardashians, or like paying attention to what's going on. So I think like with Courtney or something like that, was something like where she was saying like she's not as close as Kim. She don't really talk to her as much as they used to and stuff like that. And Kim was like, well, that's her loss and blah 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 blah, right? And then Courtney got married, and then it was like how like Courtney stole Kim's like wedding idea or dream wedding or something like that. So she stole her hairstyle. It's just like that. It's like, this is why she probably is not around you as much. Like, what was all that for? Like, why you stole her signature hairstyle? It's just like, what is this about? It's like that. Like, it's no reason to be around each other. There was no reason for that. You already had the wedding that you wanted and stuff like that. So it's just like, if there's some similarities, there's just some similarities. Like, it was nothing to pretty much do this for or do this about. And it's just like it's just like even further prove why she don't have you in her life kind of thing. So it's like that in a way. But it's like, whereas siblings at that point, like, it's like at some point in time they're gonna have to be around each other. Of course they're gonna like get back to being normal. It's like, it's always weird, like a little weird dynamic going in there, right? And to this, it seems like it's friends or stuff like that, or ex loved ones that's trying to come back in your life and make it seem like it was a prank or a hoax what they was doing before. They were trying to test to see if he was worthy, but there was like, they played themselves. I keep saying it. Some of y'all, they played themselves out of Empress. and they trying to backtrack, spin back the block, and be like, "Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry." It's like, and it's like, yeah, no, like, what are you talking about? Because a lot of your people, it's wild. It's like they was in your face. They did a lot of things to betray you, sabotage you, and stuff like that, or cause you to walk away, to break up with them, to cause you to get rid of them and stuff like that, to get kicked off the club. I remember I keep making that analogy. And then it's like now, it's like they did all of that because they thought like another club was better, or they thought you was never gonna amount to anything, and or like you was always working on something or planting some type of seed, and it was never growing and stuff like that. And that's what they always thought was gonna. They expected that to always happen. They pretty much predicted that for your life. They thought they knew you and knew what was intended or planned for your life. And it's like now they left. You got more time to yourself. You was doing what needed to be done. You no longer in. So with the with the eight of pentacles being here, you ready harvest because he's shining the pentacles. You ready like polishing it, working on it, getting the finished touches. Pretty much looking at it, and be like, is it good enough to put out? Is it this? Is it that? You at that stage, and now they trying to spin back the block and be like, oh, I didn't know you can plan things like this. Can I get this? Can I get that? Can like I need help. Can you help me? Can you help? Like, can I get your number? Like that kind of thing. It's like, mind it. Like, go mind your business. You mind, like, you left me alone this long and I did this. Like, continue minding your business and go about your business. Cause, but also, it's like they was talking crap about you behind your back while you was gone and say that you like all this other stuff, and when the whole time it really was them that was causing, or it was really the problem. Because what keep popped in my head was like Timmy, his mother, like it's them. So it's like the land was fine. Anybody could have planted anything and it would have grown and stuff like that. So it was like Dinkelberg, right? Because phone confirmation with the Dinkelbergs, right? He was able to plant and stuff like that, and his garden was fine. So it's not like, oh, the land or the ground is unfertile or stuff like that. It's literally just her. So it was that like you didn't have no problems planting and having any sort of like being fertile, having some sort of stability and stuff like that. It was them. Everything they touches was dying. It seems that they was around you, draining you, judging you. Pretty much that was rubbing off. So it's pretty much like I said with the whole math thing. It took you a while to get back to where you need to be, and now they're trying to come back in and like knock it down. It's like, no, move, release, shoot fly, that kind of thing. So we have earth element. I gratefully accept the abundance earth bestowed on me. And Venus is technically earth. Then we have reach out. I release my hand and heart to connect and unite to all humanity. See, and 12. See this change. You're embracing this change and you're releasing it and you're letting it go. Then we have celebrate life. I celebrate every day by honoring and respecting all life on Mother Nature. See, 9. No, 9 is here. So it's 6. So where before you thought you always gonna be struggling or penny pinching, that's coming to an end. You overcame that problem. You healed it. Things gonna start getting a little bit easier. You're gonna have something to celebrate or a reason to celebrate. because you healed certain things, you let go of certain things, you already released certain things. It's time to rejuvenate, bring it back to life. Yep. And then we have the King of Wands, God the merciful judge, with giving answers to those in doubts. So that's why I said to trust your intuition, because it's giving you the answers and it's giving you the right answers. Then we have the Three of Pentacles, God hearing limitations. Yeah, he hears your cries, he hears your sorrows, he heard all your tears. He heard them. Then we have mental force, protection against sorrows and illness. He heard them. He heard the cries, he heard the tears. He knows what they was doing. He heard all of it. If you felt like he was punishing you and you was like asking for an apology, he heard it. All of it. To release this person, all of it. Like, he heard all of it. To clean it up, he heard all of it. Then we have the Eight of Cups, God the precious, God the pleasure of man's child, with transformation and giving consolation in adversity. Yeah, with the sevens. That's why the Cashapp records is open, which is why they tell you to trust your intuition, because they're giving you accurate messages. So you can take action on something that's really solid and stable. Where you went from Three of Pentacles to Eight of Pentacles. They was working and collaborating with you the whole time. They was there. They was telling you to walk away from certain things so you don't lose hope. To cleaning up things so you won't lose hope. They heard you. They are part of this change. This is why the door is there. It wouldn't have been there, it wouldn't have appeared if you didn't do all the work that needed to be done. But that's why they keep telling you to stop with this fear and let it go and clean it up to release it, because they're protecting you from anything that will cause you any sorrow or illness or any, problems. With the Star, so you can have your life purpose and be in your meaning and be in alignment with yourself, or just life in general. And then we have the Angel of detoxification. Release them people, let them go. And then we have the Angel of friendship, so you can attract people that you're actually supposed to be with. Release the cowards so you can have actual, true, solid love offers that has the confidence to come to you and tell you that they want to be friends with you, or that they want something more with you. Yeah, and then the song that's playing in my head right now is Ed Sheeran, Save Myself. So I'm leaving it on that note. Bye, Power One. If you like this reading resonated with you, then please like, share, and subscribe. And then see you next time. Bye. Hello, Part 2. Welcome to your reading. So you picked the Butterfly Reverse. So let's see what is in store for you. So based off the cards, I'm talking about the chakras, we have blue, like orange, reddish kind of thing going on here. But we have different shades of blue, so it could be like you're expressing some things but holding some things back because you don't feel comfortable or secure to fully express yourself all the way, which is slowing down your growth and your evolution. Tying to the butterfly. Oh, we have peace reverse, but this deck don't really do reversal, so yeah, you're trying to keep the peace where there is no peace, so you're keeping chaos pretty much. Then we have rejection. And magic. You're trying to keep the peace so people don't reject you for like your intuition or your spiritual growth or your spiritual abilities. But like I just said, there's no peace there, so you're just keeping chaotic people around you. Which is the red, which is why you feel unstable and insecure and not trusting yourself, because you feel like these people are meant to be there, meant to be around you, but they're not. Because if they were, they wouldn't reject you. Then we have Divine Masculine. With the frequency of Divine Masculine, support our strength, focus, and active side. Allow it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and idea into form with wisdom, with kindness and wisdom. This kind of sort of ties to the blue. The expression. Then we have Earth. With the frequency of Earth activates our deep connection to our physical plane by showing us the beauty of all the aspects of our great mother and revealing the more skipping the word, spiritual aspects of our nature. That. There. The only way for there to be peace if you cut out or walk away and take action, or literally with the Divine Masculine being here and stuff like that. Either you're the Divine Masculine or whoever the freaking Divine Masculine is got to get control of the situation. Like whatever the Emperor says goes. Like sometimes if he's balanced, if he's not balanced, it's like nobody's listening to him. Okay. And get control of the situation where they can have some sense of stability, because that's why it's chaotic, because the people that want to be in control shouldn't be in control. They don't know how to run anything. They don't know how to control themselves, so how can they control other people or bring some sense of stability in the situation? That was the magic. It would literally take a miracle, a magic trick for that to happen. It needs the right person to be in charge, and the right person could be there and trying to be modest and trying to like pass over the position and be like, no, not me, get it to that person, when in all actuality, like, they're the person that needs to be in that position. And it could be you. You need to take action on it and realize that your voice and your ideas and your opinions are valuable and deserve to be heard and shared and respected. It can lead to something stable. If it's meant to lead to something stable, it will lead to something stable with some of the people that need to be, like, it will lead to stability with. Some people that will reject you, it's not meant to be in, like, it's not meant to lead to be stable and lead that way and stuff like that. So it's just what it is. Now, it's like, you know the saying, like, don't shoot the messenger and stuff like that? If you're just supposed to relay the message. You did your job, okay? Now it was the rest of it's up to them. If they didn't do it, that's on them, not on you. You did your part already. Then we have impartiality. Then we have recovery. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta be like, alright, whatever, and just walk away. Just be like, okay, and walk away, whatever, walk away, like that kind of thing. Mine just, okay, I don't care, and I walk away. Because it's like, I tried, I did my best. As long as I can tell myself I tried, I don't care. Like, it's just, yeah, like, whatever. If it was meant to work, it will work. If it's not meant to work, it's not gonna work. Like, I don't care. Like, I didn't do anything to cause it to be out of balance, or to make you feel like I would reject you and I wasn't taking you serious or any type of stability or anything like that. And because with the divine masculine, there's not just one divine masculine. There's multiple divine masculines. There could be a room of full divine, like full of divine masculines. You think they out here having pissing contests of which one is better? And just no, no. If they stable and secure in what they're doing, they don't have to have this little tit for tat battle or stuff like that. They can be impartial. They can be neutral and actually help people with no problems and stuff like that, without being boastful and bragful and bragging and stuff like that. To have also with this earth and recovery, it's like if one person, because when I was saying like the bunch of like divine masculine, what popped in my head is like the United Nations and stuff like that. It's like if one place is not doing so great, the like somebody else help that person, and they don't be like, oh, I'm only doing this because I got the like. It's no tit for tat, no nothing. It's all just you need help, bro. Like it's just that. Like there's no, oh, I'm gonna do this for you, and then a later date I want this. Like there's none of that happening. Then we have a ghost from the past. The past returns for a time. And it's something that you already healed and recovered from with that key. You already walked through the doorway and walked past it. It'll open a whole new, like, it's pretty much this person that's coming back, or somebody that pretty much cost you your peace and rejected you at some point in time, that caused you to reject either your intuition and your intuition, or just yourself in general, and that caused you to feel unbalanced with the impartiality. You were biased to certain things, and could be even biased to recovery because of this person. You feel like this person is going to come back, and you know this person is going to come back, when in all actuality the person that's going to come back was the person that rejected you and broke your heart, that caused you to be in unbalanced and to be stuck in the situation where you are now. So what you need to heal and recover from is rejection. Sometimes rejection is a form of protection. Sometimes you dodged a bullet. This person literally has a mask on and everybody else behind them has a mask. So it's like, with this impartiality, if you stand at an unbiased standpoint, you will see this person for who they really are and see through the mask, and then recover and heal from what needs to be healed and let go. Then we have the candy cane angel with "It's time for a treat." Then we have the fairy of the green world. The natural world needs you. Oh, funny, it has a little butterfly, right? The same colors. So it's like, you're trying to grow and evolve, and this person is trying to put you back into like the cocoon or something. Like it just doesn't make sense. It undoes the healing. But if you stand at an unbiased standpoint and don't care about, oh, it's a past person, or oh, you had history with this person and blase blase blase, or you have love for this person, you realize they need you way more than you need them, and you are a treat and an asset to this person's life way more than they was a treat or an asset to you, which is why they're trying to come back and make you a part of their world. But well, pretty much be a part of your world, but you don't ever be a part of their world. That's what it was. That's what it is. But when it's the other way around, they're not supposed to be a part of your world, and they're trying to like intervene or usurp or intrude to make it trespass, to make it seem like they're supposed to be there when they're not. Then we have imagine. And then we have yang, yeah, the divine masculine, the action. Because what popped in my head when I was like, they trying to make it seem like they pretend to be there is, remember Marvel? When which one was that? They end up going back in time. It's not Ant-Man. It was the Avengers, right? And stuff like that. And they try to make it seem like they belong in that time period and try to make everything go the way they were supposed to go and stuff like that. It's like that. They don't belong there. Somebody find out they don't belong there, and they just trying to create a story and imagine like, what are you talking about? We had lunch like 5 days ago. You remember me? You met me. Or Big Mouth popped in my head when he was meeting the little dolphin poodle. He was like, you know him, like that kind of thing. It's like you don't know this person from like you don't know them and they don't belong there, but they trying to be like, oh no, I do. Like my name is on the list, but there is not like whatsoever. It's just keeping you stuck. But the 444 is some type of stagnation. So okay. So let's say they rejected you. They expected you to be stuck and don't grow in no way, shape, or form. Just having a hard time to recover and getting over them. And that wasn't the case. So now they're trying to come back. And they're scared of the fact that you will now reject them the way that they rejected you. That's what they're imagining. And they know that they don't deserve your kindness because they took advantage of it with the earth for greenery. They thought the grass would be greener somewhere else. Also, if your person couldn't control you, they was like, fine, I'm gonna go control somebody else, and it's just like, okay. That too is like they like okay. So it's like different. You got to figure out which one is where you at. Right. So we have my vibes speak louder than my words. See with the butterflies. So like yeah, you've grown and evolved and like you changed, and they trying to like trying to literally push you back in the cocoon and be like, no, 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 no. You're supposed to go back, become like stay a caterpillar, or like trying to put you back in the cocoon so you can come out and be like a moth, and it's just like that's not nope, nope, If you were supposed to be a moth, you would have been a moth. Um, oh, what Pokemon is that? It's like when it evolves, it could go like different ways and stuff like that. It's like that. It's like, oh, I didn't want this one. I wanted this one. It's like it can't go backwards. Okay, it goes forwards. Like, I never seen a Pokemon like unevolved. Like it just it. It was Pikachu, then Pikachu becomes a Raichu. Like, is that not Raichu become Pikachu? Like, no, no. Then we have happiness is my birthright. See, they expected you to be all sad and boo-hoo, and that's what they imagined. You never was able to recover them and get over them. They felt like that was fair because they couldn't control you, or because you wasn't worthy of being in their presence, or whatever it is that they felt. And while you've recovered and you walked away, you saw through this person's mask and their illusions, and you see them for who they really are. And now they're gonna try to come back and be like, no, that wasn't me. That's not how I am. I'm sorry that I gave that impression on you. But it's like that wasn't an impression. That's who they actually are. Because with this, my vibes speak louder than my words. It's like even if they don't talk, you can still pick up on it. That's the magic. You can still pick up on it. You can still sense it. That's just who they are. Which is why you end up rejecting them. They know that what they did to you wasn't, you didn't deserve it, and it wasn't fair, and it wasn't right. So they prejudged you. It's like they prejudged you, expecting you to prejudge them, but rather than prejudging them, you actually like gave them a fair hearing and a fair trial and everything, and like they showed their ass. And you just like, alright, deuces. And now they're trying to be like, no, like that was just a play. I was just fooling. I was just joking. And it was like, no, you weren't. No, thank you. No, you weren't. Like, goodbye. It just literally popped in my head. It was like, that's a no for me, dog. Like, it's just it was like it was a no. Mm-mm. They know what they did, and they did it on purpose. So from the Kabbalah deck, which is like the tree of life, we have the 5 of Cups. Oh, then we have the 6 of Cups. Okay. Then we have Judgment. So the 5 of Cups talking about like sadness, depression, and melancholy, but also realizing that all is not lost. Like the 3 Cups is down. Yes, you thought it was gonna bring you happiness and some type of celebration and longevity, and it didn't. It brought you sadness. It bothered your peace. There was no peace. There was no comfort. There was nothing there, pretty much. But chaos. You walked away, recovered, and healed, and realized all is not lost, and started working and moving towards that, heading towards that. With the 6 of Cups, it's talking about the past and nostalgia, but it's like sentiment and stuff like that. Getting back to yourself and when you was a kid, the simpler times, the simple things that made you happy, and realizing that it was never hard to make you happy or to please you or to let's say like there's this old relationship I was always arguing, and it'd be over the simplest thing. It could be like close the door, and this person always leaving the door open, and like it's something so simple as that, just close the door. And it's like it's like with this next person or just in general, it's not that hard to close the door, but this person trying to make it seem like it was impossible or you asking for too much or and stuff like that. You're realizing that there was a lot of people or a group of people that's very similar, or even like in the past where we're like kids, probably like a lot very easy for kids to make friends. It's like, oh, this person hurt your feelings, you could just go to that person, this person, that person. It's like, because you simpler kids will probably forget and stuff like that. It's like as you get older, you are less likely to forget somebody and be like, oh well, if they just didn't, oh it's because they didn't have a nap, or it's because of this, it's because of that. You less likely to continue letting somebody make those bad or hurtful, like do bad and hurtful things, and continue to give them the benefit of the doubt, because then you're gonna be stuck in the past, and with that past coming back, and it's gonna affect your future. And because the Judgment is right before the World card, so it's like it literally says the fairy of the green world needs you. They're coming back because they try to make it seem like all is not lost. Who this past person try to make it seem like it's a treat to have them in your life, when in all actuality it is not. They do not bring you no form of happiness, because the piece was reversed, and I just flipped it right because I said this deck doesn't actually do reversals. So it was like this person, there's no peace, there's no stability, there's no nothing, which is the bad judgment call, which is why you're sad and depressed and melancholy, and gonna be like this little negative nostalgia, Stockholm syndrome, stuck in the 80s kind of thing. And it's because popped in my head is where you ever watch Inside Job? Was like when they went back to the 80s and stuff like that, and then everybody else wanted to leave, but one person was happy, so they trying to keep everybody. It's like that, and it's like no, like you're not meant to be there. There's a reason why certain things change and evolve over time, which is the butterfly. Think stuff is meant to change and grow. So, which is why I said, oh, we went from 5 to 6. Like things are meant to grow and evolve, but this person is trying to stop that, make it seem like it's a bad idea and a bad decision, when that's not the case. We have the Page of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, and the Emperor. And it's a curious Emperor. They want to know the work, what you're doing, the seeds that you're planting, want to be a part of it. or sabotage it because they can't grow it and they need help and they don't want to ask you for help. It's like they kind of sort of want to take, some of them just want to take it without asking for help because they feel like, oh, we're friends or this or over that. So they feel entitled to the things that you're planting, that you're working with. And they wanted you to always plant the seeds and they reap the rewards. And they feel like that's fair and it's not fair. It's very brattish and childish and immature. And they gonna try to come back and like play on they're gonna try to like imagine and play on some type of thing like it's like it was happy the whole time. Oh, y'all was good and stuff like that. Or might even say like they miserable without you, which that is true. But they only miserable without you because let's say you're trying to grow something with this person. You was able to do it by yourself, and this person is now trying to do it, and they can't do it without you. Let's say it was a garden and stuff like that. So you, even if y'all buy the same soil and stuff like that, where it was more workable and tangible for you, you was able to grow certain things. Even with the same soil, they can't grow it. It won't grow. It won't. It nothing. So it's like the power and the control, the authority that y'all had was completely different. One person is a page, somebody actually is an emperor. That's why the impartiality, it was out of balance. There's another reason why they coming back. They thought they was above you and you was beneath them, but in all actuality, it's not even saying like you was above them. It's just at that point in time, y'all were pretty much at the same level. So it's just like, which is why I was in the same fate, like each other's faces. Because this is a 4 and that's 22. Like it still equals 4. It's like it's just one is more steps. So like it's that. It's just. But it's like they didn't see that. It's like they was more. They were the one that had more to do and get together, be put together to actually be the emperor, where you didn't have much. You pretty much. Some of y'all, some people are just natural born leaders or just natural born, like, stuff like that. And it's like, so, you're more, it's easier for you to be an emperor, be a divine masculine than a page. They have to be taught, trained, kind of thing. And then we have unlike anyone else, your contributions and your complexity are interesting. Same with the butterflies. You're one of a kind and you're rare, and this person thought you was basic. And the good place popped in my head with you're basic. Like they thought that you was basic. And you pretty much, not even like you was trying to prove this person wrong. It's like you healed and recovered and let go and release what you need to release and took control over your life and the situation to pretty much prove this person wrong. It wasn't even like you was trying to prove this person wrong. You were just trying to do what's best for your life. You were just trying to be happy. And you end up being happy and proving to this person like, nah, Sway, I'm not basic. You're basic. And they just like, oh, come back. Like, show me how not to be basic. And it's just like, you can't because you was never basic. Like, you can't show a basic person how not to be basic. They basic. They just gotta, mix it. It's like, let's say like you're vanilla and they vanilla, but you where they just would go the basic route and do like a banana split. Like you did like a whole Rocky Road ice cream, like cookies and things and stuff like that going on, where it's it's Rocky Road, but not like the ingredients that you expect to be in Rocky Road, but it still tastes very good and stuff like that. Where they had the basic regular ingredients for a banana split, and it doesn't taste up to par or taste like a banana split that you want to serve and give out to people. It's that, like I was saying before, like it's like y'all still got the same ingredients, but the level is like y'all was still on the same level, but the ideas on how to execute it was different, which is why you were more above, slightly above them, but they felt like you was beneath them, and that was all their pride and ego. Then we have Wolf Moon with I Will Look Over You. I will watch over you. We didn't have the blue moon. That was like the other day. Then we have the fairy ring with new skills, advanced training, and rapid improvements. Yeah, pretty much like I just said with my little analogy. And then it's even if y'all just learned something, because what popped in my head with this new skills and advanced training and stuff like that and rapid improvements. You ever watch Nailed It, the new one, right? Where what is that? I haven't finished it, but it's like where they have Bacon 101 and then they do like the Bake Off and stuff like that. So it's like you probably will learn that in Bacon 101, and then when it's time to do the big, like the Bake Off and stuff like that, you incorporated what you just learned and still find a way to make it your own and do little new twists and new flavors on it that now the teachers didn't even think about and nobody else there thought about, even with flavors and stuff like that. It's just real different, and that push you over the edge and make you unique. And it's not that you're trying to compete or battle with anybody else, is that you staying in your own lane. And because with wolf, they travel in a pack, but then sometimes even if they're not in the pack, because omegas and stuff like that, you still can take care of yourself and handle yourself. And it's like these betas are trying to make it seem like they alphas, but you the real alpha. And because of that, they try to pretty much isolate you and make you an omega, but you still are alpha at that point. And still a time, and at that time, you're just an alpha with no pack. Like it's what it is. And they still betas with no alpha. Like, is that so? They can't take care of themselves or do anything of that nature because there's no alpha. There's no pack leader. And then with you, it's not really that you're the alpha and stuff like that. It's spirit. You're pretty much, you're a bit, okay, and with the earth people with earthly eyes, you're an alpha, okay? But in spirit eyes, okay, spiritually, you're a beta and they're the alpha, and they're using you in the earthly realm to be an alpha to lead other people. So from time to time, the betas that believe that they're alphas make you an omega, but you're still an alpha. You still cool. You still blase. So when they're thinking that you're a beta, it's like you're a beta to spirit. You're not a beta to these earthly people. You're not a beta to betas. If that makes sense. Oh, what also popped in my head, Teen Wolf, right? Remember when Scott and Peter, right? When Peter was technically supposed to be Scott's alpha and stuff like that, and Scott was like, yeah, nah. Then at some point in time, Scott like became the alpha, even though he was supposed to be technically like be a beta or an omega, because he didn't have like an alpha. He wasn't really like working with his alpha. He like kind of sort of rejected his alpha, and the alpha wasn't working with him or like stuff like that. And because he had Styles, he had Lydia, he had this person, he had that person, he had that person. He became his own alpha and had his own pack. It's like that. You are still an alpha with no pack. These betas is a beta with no alpha. You were the alpha the whole damn time. Like that, you, Scott, were the person the whole damn time. And yeah. No, Peter probably mad because they made you this way or they turned you into this alpha, but it's like you was always like, even without the powers of werewolf or anything like that, you still would have been alpha. You still would have had these group of friends that protected you and stuff like that. As a pack, you still had a pack regardless if your original or this, like whatever pack this was, rejected you. Yeah. So we have step out of your comfort zone and try something new. And then we have awaken your authentic self and be true to who you are. Right? If you watch Table, because remember, like Scott at some point, like he was keeping it quiet. He was ashamed, and this, and the third. And then he told Styles, "I love me some Styles." And then, Styles was like protecting him and like looking out for him and stuff like that. And then also Derek a little bit, because we're trying to figure out who the hell did this. And even though Styles didn't really like Derek and felt like Derek wasn't really, to be trusted. And they come to find out he wasn't, Styles was still, with Scott, rocking with Scott. And then, more people started coming because of not only just how Scott is, but also Styles and the trust and the dynamic that them two has. And then also was dating Allison, and then he came clean to Allison, and then that was a whole nother Romeo and Juliet situation going on there, okay? And then Allison's friend Lydia got involved because Peter was just going on a rampage, and it was Scott and Styles that was pretty much able to really help Lydia and to figure that out, but then they was only able to figure that out because of Scott's boss. So it's like there's multiple hands with the yin. It's like there's multiple hands and people involved. So that's why it's like the United Nations, but it's like this person have this knowledge, and that person have this knowledge, and this person have this knowledge, but y'all all come together because you're not worried about pride and ego. Y'all just trying to get the situation to be done and evolved, okay? And just be moved on with, just clear it all out. Where let's say Derek and Peter was just more doing it for selfish and personal reasons and malicious and bad and intent reasons. Scott wasn't doing it for those reasons, which is why he became a true alpha versus all these other alphas and surpassed even them. They had more where they only would have werewolves and stuff like that on their team. He had a fucking banshee, a hunter, a coyote. Come on now. He had mad people on his team. And then we have, I think he even had what was the sheriff? Not the sheriff. Like a wolfhound or some shit. Like a shadow hound. He had mad people on his team to help him out just because of who he is and his person, his personality compared with everybody else. They wouldn't have helped them. It was just who the fuck is you? Come on now. And yeah, so now we have breathe in bliss and exhale the bullshit. And then we have the present. I fully experience every moment of my life by living in the present. Yeah. This person, let me tell you right now. How you can know what's in the present moment is the people that's looking at you, is facing you. Facing you, facing you, facing you, facing you, facing you. Slightly facing you. Okay. This person is a page, pretty much. They're looking at you. They're coming to you. You're pretty much, that's future. They're wanting to come to you to plant some sort of seeds with you in hopes that they can latch on to whatever you're doing to move on and move forward. But you gotta face yourself and reevaluate and look into with that six of cups, that reevaluation to see if it's even worth it. But also remember the new skills that you have acquired and the things that you are doing, and is it really worth this person sabotaging it? I don't think so. Especially seeing that they still have that mask in their hand. So it's like they will say one thing to you in your face and then turn around and put the mask back on for other people. Why keep this in your life? It's like Brutus. Well, he was Julius Caesar's best friend, and then he was his best friend, but he was also the one that killed him, did the last stab. You feel me? So it's like that. It's like this person will in your face be your best friend, kiki, haha, smiling, but then behind your back, like conspiring against you, and then when it's time for when they to be them true self in your face, it's gonna be pretty much the last thing you see, kind of like scenario. And which is why they saying to release that and let it go and put it behind you, because it's in the past and it's meant to stay in the past. It's not meant to be in the future. Then we have the forest Follick with maiden with I acknowledge my inner child and open my heart to the joy she brings. See, when present past. So that's not how time period works. Told you, they literally trying to push you back in your cocoon. That's not how this works. It don't go from unless you got like that Benjamin Button, okay? Then alright. Cool. Alrighty. But if you do not have that, there's no reason why this should be happening. Is what's pretty much being said. That would be a bad call. It will lead you to depression. You planting seeds and not being happy with what you're reaping. Then we have find your bliss. I am following a path I love and fully aligned to my soul's purpose. Just going backwards, you can't align with it. Like, even if you're released, like, these already here, right? And then all along the way, they've got these, right? And stuff like that. Spirit is not saying back up and get rid of it. They saying, like, bruh, you can literally stay here. Get rid of that one, get rid of that one, get rid of that one, get rid of this one, get rid of this one. And then if these two are not meant to be together, like, get rid of that one, then move on. They're not saying go backwards. There's no reason to go backwards. That's what the hangman is all about. He's not moving anywhere. He's literally just there. That's why they're saying, like, get rid of it. That's the sacrifice. Because the hangman also means sacrifice. Literally what I just did. You're staying still. You're in one spot. But you're getting rid of things. You're letting go of stuff. With the hermit, he goes inside. He goes in a little hermit cage. Go within inside himself. Figure out what he needs to do. What he needs to let go. What he needs to get. Same thing like I just did. You're not moving anywhere. You're not going anywhere. That's a whole different card. That's the death card. After that, then you move. That's the change. And stuff like that. Because after the hermit, I think it's the ten of... See, the Wheel of Fortune, like that, then the change, then the movement. It's like, that's a whole different card. You're not moving in the same card. But you don't go backwards. So it's hangman death, not death hangman. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Why would we hang a corpse upside down? Don't do that. That's gross Gross something of a corpse. Like, you just don't do it, man. Gross mishandle of a corpse. So you're not supposed to do it. You can go to jail. Then we have the star with God the Just, with equilibrium and protection against attack in courts. So there's people that are trying to put you in the hangman and sacrifice you with the courts, right? Because it's a punishment and stuff like that. They, like, spirit is protecting you, giving, like, trying to help you heal and recover, give you the knowledge that you need to have, but you got to be impartial, because you thinking that it's magic and just like, oh my goodness, it's just a coincidence, and they're just like, no, like, it's not a coincidence. Listen to what we're telling you, because this person gonna try to come in and play you. And they are wearing a mask, and they intend to wear a mask. Or take it off, but then put it back on, kind of thing. Then we have the Ten of Cups with God, Master of the Universe, with Divine Warrior, confines the wicked and bring victory and peace. So where there was no peace, he's trying to bring you peace and provide you peace with the I will look over you, I will look after you, and stuff like that. Because, like I said before, you was holding on to something that's very chaotic. You're trying to keep the peace when there already was no peace. So there's nothing to keep. You just keeping chaos. And then we have the Nine of Wands with God the Secrets, with Universal Medicine, evaluation of the soul, and the reevaluation of mysteries. That's what the Six of Cups is about. Reevaluating the situation. I think it's even talking about with the kid. It's like, it's something. It's like, once you healed and know who you are and get back in touch with you, you realize it's not that hard to be in a relationship. It's not that hard. It's like, some people try to make it seem like you bougie and high class and high maintenance. You know that you're not. Or you high maintenance to the people that can't even take care of themselves or maintain anything, which is why you're high maintenance. They expect somebody to accept the bare minimum, or just something, or just none at all, and that's the problem. It's like, you giving them a $5, they expect to get. It's like, you giving them $5 and they expect you to do the exact same thing that you would have done with $5 with a quarter. And it's like, sir, that's not equal. That's not even that's not even half of what I gave you. You know, and that's what it is. They can only give a quarter, but then try and make it seem like you're high maintenance and you bougie, you have high standards for wanting $5 back. And it's just like, no, that's literally what you're supposed to get. And it's like, oh, well, you won't even meet somebody like halfway, or it's like, that's why I'm just like, there's a quarter, it's not halfway. A quarter is not halfway. So it's like, they want you to lower your standards, but then it's like, and get with them, but then it's like, you're really lowering your standards to get with this person. It's like, a quarter is not half of $5. It is not. And in all actuality, it's really a dime, like, that they got. So it's like, it's not even a quarter. It's like a dime. They have to search for the 5 cent, like a nickel. So it's like, it's not equal and it's not balanced. But they doing this whole hoofla kind of thing as if it's balanced and it's equal, and it was never. And then we have the Angel of Fertility. Yeah, because you actually have money in abundance, and attracting new things and doing new things. And they want to latch, like I said before, they want to latch onto it, be able to reap it, sow what you sowing, to take what you got, and stuff like that. See, Angel of good news, because you got good news coming to you, and they want to disturb your peace and ruin it. But But yeah, that's what I see for this Pow 5 of this. What? Pow 5? Pow 2? I don't ever think I did a 5 pow. I think I did. Like when I just started out. I don't know what reading that is. I can't tell you which one that is, which you might have to watch. But you can find out, figure it out. It's easy because I've always pick it, so you could just look at that. And go to the 5th pile. I don't know what all that's about, but yeah, that's all I see for you, pile 2. I'll see you next time. Bye. Thank you for watching. Majority of the cards didn't move away from it. Where Vulture, it got a little dicey at the end, okay? So it's that part. So you see, you have 2 here. That's where it might get a little confusing. But Fox might also relate, or you might want to watch that as well. Okay. But yeah, other than that, let's walk into your reading. So and all the other piles, I pretty much talked about the color that's on it. It's mostly just purple and black. And black is not really a chakra. So purple is your 3rd eye. And with the Vulture being reversed, it could be something like your 3rd eye is being suppressed, or because vultures, sometimes they get a bad rap and stuff like that because they eat dead things and stuff like that. But somebody gotta eat it, and then the reasons why they eat it is so whatever killed that thing, that it says it's a disease, that disease will not then be passed down or get into. The vulture will eat it before, let's say, a cow or a wolf eat it, and then we don't eat wolf, a cow or something that we eats it, and then we eat that, and then it infects human. It's stuff like that. The vulture gets to it before anything else gets to it, so it won't infect and cause a whole catastrophic thing, this whole big thing. Also sharks does it too. Sharks are the little doctors of the seas. So sometimes they just try to do their job. They get confused, yes, but sometimes they just try to do their job. But with the vulture being reversed, it's because they also even if it's dying, they will wait till it's dead to then literally dead, not moving, to then go after it. So I don't know if it's you being impulsive is not waiting till something is really finished to then go after it, or something is dead and you're just not getting wasting away with it, doing away with it. So let's see. So these 2 came out together. Hold on. Cards were reversed. Okay, so we have idealization and growth. Then we have comfort and movement. Yeah, so pretty much the second thing I said, something is either dead. No. With the growth being here, something that hasn't fully grown yet, and you try to take action on it before it is ready. But it's because I was gonna say that's how you get food poisoning. So what's popped in my head is you trying to. It's like food. It's certain things you gotta wait until it's fully cooked before you eat it. Because if you don't, you will get food poisoning or sick. Salmonella. There's things out there for a reason, and these diseases that's out there for a reason to pretty much tell you hey, there's a level where things are supposed to be and they need to be cooked at, so you won't get sick and everything is okay and everybody's comfortable. You're comfortable, your stomach is comfortable, people comfortable interacting with you because you're not hangry, you're not miserable because you're sick. Is everything is going fine, is going great. It's like you have the idea, yes, but you also have to have like a growth mindset rather than this fixed mindset. Like sometimes things are gonna go up and down and fluctuate. Um, like your comfort level. Sometimes it's gonna go up and down, and sometimes you go like with Goldilocks and the Three Bears, right? Where each bear it's still porridge at the end of the day, but one is way too hot, one is too cold, and one is just right. Like everyone has their own little different like comfort levels. It's a fluctuation. There's like a spectrum and stuff like that. You gotta find what works for you, and when you find what works for you, you're gonna see like other people in that same little realm and stuff like that. And it's like you have different comfort levels with different things. Let's say with colors, you like all colors, but your favorite color is purple, right? And it's like even though you're like so you might feel very comfortable wearing purple or like super comfortable, very confident wearing purple because it's your favorite color. Whereas pink, you don't mind pink. Pink is nice, but you don't feel as comfortable or as confident in pink as in purple. You know, that kind of thing. Like it fluctuates. So it's just like, but that's still colors. But it's like where colors and people and experience and food. I don't know. Like you try certain food in certain cultures and probably not with other cultures and stuff like that. I don't know, like I was talking about food and being cooked at a certain level. So like you might not try um like sushi and things of that nature because you feel like fish need to be cooked. And it's like, alright, cool. That's your comfort level. There's a lot of other people that feel the same way. That's fine. That's cool. And there's some people that's in like the sweet little middle. Like find like a nice little sweet spot where they don't mind it or they get things that they know or stuff like that or whatever. Um or even if they go to like they go to the restaurant but they get um something cooked or like something else on the menu and stuff like that where you just won't step foot in the restaurant at all. It's like that. It's like everyone has their own little comfort levels and that's fine and you find what works for you. And even if it's like in a friend group, it's like you find compromises where if one person want to go to that restaurant and they like that restaurant, it's like okay, fine, cool. But let's say y'all go there like one day out of the week and y'all go to this other place like 2 days out of the week. Like I find that little balance and comfort level and comfort zone for y'all. That kind of thing. It's still a growth mindset. It's not just fixed and like become routine and things like that. Then we have integration, but the frequency of integration supports our supports our embrace of every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize and balance in a balanced symphony of life. Right, because we still have the two greens, right? It's just a deeper and darker green. And then when you really think about it, pink is just a lighter red. So it's just like you're still in the same realms. It's just like different sides and different spectrums. And you've coming together and finding that middle. And then we have perspection. The frequency of perception, there we go, supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edge of what we perceive as real, to take a good, hard, deep look at it. I think I did pretty good. If these cards got mixed up, I think I did pretty good either way. It's still going together so far. Because we got comfort here and comfort here, so it's like, it's just you're putting yourself in your own comfort level and then feeling like your comfort level is fixed. So let's say, oh, like me, I don't like tomatoes, right? Um, but I do like ketchup and stuff like that. But and like on sauce, like on pizza and stuff like that, and marinara sauce. But like the actual like tomato itself, I'm not eating that. Like so I tried it. She was like, maybe that's when I was a child. Maybe I grew up. Maybe my taste buds, okay, got sophisticated. They have not, okay? They have not. I do not want it on my food. I will continue to pick it out. I'm not going to touch it. So it's just, but I tried it. I stepped out a little bit, but it's like where other things like crocheting, where before I probably wasn't really comfortable with it, didn't really think or care for it. Now I'm a little bit more comfortable. I'm a little bit more better. I kind of I still don't know what I'm doing, but I can do a little something. Like and where before it was like well, let's say I was trying to make a circle, and it was like at some point it turned and it twisted it, and it's just like I don't know how would that happen. Where now, like, I can actually make an actual circle and there's no twists and no turns or anything like that. It keeps its motion and it keeps it flows. And it's like I'm still not gonna pick it up and I'm not gonna do it. Like you'd be like, oh, can you crochet this for me? I'm gonna be like, no, because I don't want to do it. Like it's just, it's that like it's a thing. It's there, but it's like at some point in time, if I probably did sit down with it and learn more about it and see and get more comfortable with it, then yeah, no problem. Like I would have no problem doing it. I would have new ideas and new ways of doing things. But with that integration and bringing things together, but as of right now, I don't gotta do that, and I'm not doing that. So it's just, so that's what like with the greens and like it's still on the same little line, the same spectrum. It's still in the same little family, but it's just a different tint, shade. Well, technically it's a color, but a different shade or tint, whatever one you want to go with. And then we have insecurities. Right, and it got the red and the green. See what's here? And green is supposed to represent your heart chakra and your health and stuff like that. And he got a green, his heart, trying to wear his heart on his sleeves. And it could be somebody trying to make it seem like, oh, you're changing, or da 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 da. It's just like, you're just growing and trying new things and trying to integrate and incorporate new things in your life. You learn things and you're changing. Like it's like you know better, so you're doing better. You trying new things to not even to be like bougie or be sophisticated, but to like acquire new like ideas and new like aspects in life. And then it's like this person that literally want to stay the same size and be like, so that they want to continue to be immature and do the same thing that they was doing. It's like, it's like imagine like being in a small town and everybody be like, oh well, this is what we always do, and you're like the only person that's just like, no, I want to do this, like Footloose, like where everybody's just like, oh, we don't dance here. You're just like, what? I gotta dance. Like you're just Jimmy Jr. Just you, and then you're just like, what do you mean you don't dance here? And it's just like, yeah, that's what we always do. And then they try to make it seem like you're crazy for trying to dance and trying to do this and trying to do that. And just like, well, just put your dancing boots up. That's what we all did. And just since then, nobody had broken knees or broke a hip, or nobody done this and this went down and that went down. But then just like, there are people that do want to dance and that do want to do this and doing it, but it's like where other people, they made money or a career off of it, they're out of their comfort zone and they can't express themselves and do certain things, and people also making them feel insecure. And it's like, so he's like, you have a group of people in the midst of like these insecurities, but it's like you feeling like you're alone when you're not really alone. There's other people, little other dots, little other shades around you that's very similar to your shade. So you discover it, you realize that. Or you're discovering some form of insecurity that you have and releasing them, getting in touch with your comfort zone. But see with the flower. Comfort. You're discovering your comfort levels in your comfort zone and where you are, where you're willing to dip a toe, and when you're not willing to dip a toe and stuff like that, where let's say with me with tomatoes, now I know like no matter what time and age or where I'm in my life, I just don't want tomatoes. Now I know. Discover that. Like, so it's like, and not like I'm not trying, but I didn't try. It's like I did. I didn't have to broadcast it and tell everybody, and everybody had to see it. It could just be for your own. And it's like, I don't know if it's like something as small as that, where somebody try and make it seem like it's inconvenience to them, but it's really not. It had nothing to do with them. So it's like, it's just, they try to make you perceive it in a way that is unrealistic to stop you from moving on and moving forward. To play at your insecurities and play at your heartstrings. And so you won't so you won't eat it, but it's not, it's like, that they're dead, but it's some type of, I guess, like emotional tie to it why you don't want to eat it. So you waiting for somebody else to eat it. But nobody else can eat it because then they will get sick. It had to be you. It needs to be you. But also, what I'm also seeing is like this person, when I was looking at it, it's like a zombie kind of thing. Like, it's like they're dead, technically. But then still kind of sort of alive. So it's like, what do you do with that? Like, it's that. So it's like, or it's like because you didn't eat it in time, they're becoming this. And it's like you're just like, it's a weird little thing going on here. And then we have the Eclipse Mermaid with a powerful energy shift. And then we have Angel de la Muertes with transition to the spirit realm. Then we have Witch at the End of the World, an important end, a new beginning. Yeah, like that's what, like, it's something. It's like that it's dead and that it's ending. You have to be the one that eat it and end it and get and do away with it and break it. But it's like you waiting and wishing and hoping that it's somebody else or somebody else does it, and that's not the case. Because you don't think that you are, like, you have the strength or the capability of doing it, but you actually do. You just have to step out your comfort zone. And the more you do that, the more confident, the more you realize how brave you are and confident and courageous that you actually are and that you actually have. And the strength that you actually had to end things and walk away from things. Let's say people always break up with you, right? And this is like the first time you just like, I can't do this anymore, I'm gonna break up with him. right? So it's like you're realizing that you don't have to let people like always walk away from you. Like you can walk away from people as well. You can end things as well and walk away and turn your back on things and move on and not really have a problem with it. And that probably lead to a new beginning of you saying no or ending things or walking away from things that you don't want. Then we have blessed. Between worlds. Yeah, like you with that power shift, like you in the midst of it. Like you slowly things are still up and down. You in the integration period. It hasn't smoothed out yet and balanced out yet. And then we have my outer experience are a reflection of my internal condition. So with the insecure, it's like when you wear your heart on your sleeve and somebody like pokes at it and you then say something and then you feel insecure, you discover the insecurity that you have. Like there's something else that you need to work on inside yourself, and something you need to spend some time with something because you realize at that point in time that person had power and you don't have power, you don't have control. You want to get, never say you want to get that control back, but you don't want to allow somebody to affect your emotions or your idea and your creativity and your comfort level or how you express yourself or what you're wearing or what you're doing. Then we have my energy creates my reality. I focus on what I want to manifest, what I will manifest. It's kind of like I said. Because it's like that, and they want you to focus with that perception. They want you to focus on that insecurity and focus on fixing that, and you don't worry or fix anything else in your life. And you're not doing that anymore. Where it's like you focus on that insecurity, you realize that insecurity, and you fix that, and you fix like two other things. And oh, you know what just popped in my head? It's like now to pretty much defeat you with this time, with this important end, or to like pretty much to defeat you or to bother you is like if they try to poke at one insecurity or like cut that head down. You know, like in Greek mythology where the monster, like you cut one head, like two heads grow back, and it's like it's that kind of thing, and it's like cutting your head off or like doing that doesn't make any sense because you just come back stronger and have more strength to pretty much protect yourself from like at more angles and different sides. And then that's why they try to go for your like how you love and your comfort level, you loving yourself and caring for yourself and making it seem like you are hard to love or incapable of love. But it's like you know that tactic and you know what organ they're trying to go after. So you have like a shield or even a guard like protecting that area. So it makes it even harder for them to bother it. Like with that power, it's like they can't get to it or like affect it the way they used to. Because they really just trying to affect your blessing, affect what you're manifesting, or get you to be stuck or hesitate. And we have the Two of Cups in the Kabbalah deck, the Tree of Life. Talks about a lesson. Okay, then we have the Lover's Reverse. And then the Hierophant. So, healing from connections or relationships that you thought you saw eye to eye from, like pretty much like I said before, realizing that you can walk away from things and say no and turn your back on things, and healing from it. Because with the love is being reversed, there's, and the insecurities, pretty much like a karmic, and someone that it just, or just somebody that you can't see eye to eye with. Y'all never were able to communicate effectively or the right way. One person, it could be like of a like authority figure, like it's just trying to like look at you or poke or find like the insecurities or find what you're doing wrong, or trying to find a way to bring you down in a way. And is this your job again? It's like management, bro. They try to find something wrong and you're not doing anything wrong, and they trying to make you focus or think that you're doing something wrong, for then you just slip up and do something wrong. Just continue doing what you're doing. They're trying to invoke or create some type of insecurity where there is no insecurity. Now I feel so much better, because at some point I was getting confused, and it was like it was closing in, and I'm just like, what the hell is that? But then figured it out. Is that like there's no insecurities, and they're trying to create an insecurity to stop you from growing and moving on and having control over this, like over you in the situation. There is no insecurities, but they're trying to invoke and create an insecurity so then to poke it. So they're trying to create a wound. It's like like with your bed, if you sleep in the same spot for a long period of time, it dents. They trying to create a dent, so like it's like they know where to put it. It's easy to pick, and then you just do what they want you to do. They have some form of control, but you like some Stockholm. Like you think that you are working with this person, you see eye to eye, and y'all collaborating on with the same thing, some type of harmony, but it's fake. Yeah. Oh, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles. It's just for money. Superficial, materialistic reasons. Also, for some people, it's because they don't have what you have. It could be material. It could be just you're so nurturing and kind and loving and independent. They don't have none of it. So you have all that. You a whole package that they don't have, and they can't even get. But they want you to. That's what they trying to make you feel like and think that you're on the same page or the same level when you're not. You're not even in the same class. Might be in the same grade, but not the same class. And then, cause I was saying same grade, and my mom was like, not even. So it's just like same floor. Like it's just they seen you walking around on the floor. Like you're not even the same. Y'all might not even be in the same department. Come to think about it, when I was somebody, is this your boss? Y'all not even in the same department. So it's like, why is another department manager trying to come and find what's wrong? I was like, what did you? You don't know what's going on in this department. So like, if it's a school, it's like this person. It's your English teacher trying to find out how you're doing in math. And it's like that. You don't even teach math, know math, or understand math. Like, why are you over there? Why are you worried about my math grade? It's like that. It's like, why are you worried about it? Why are you focusing on it? Like, go about your business. And it's because of some form of jealousy. You got something they don't got, and they want it. And they want to have it. And they try to belittle you and bring you down and make it seem like you should feel insecure for having it and to try to give it away or try to suppress it. And Yeah, it's literally because you have a stability that they don't have. You have ideas that can grow and lead to stability, and they don't have no form of ideas or anything that can lead to stability or some sort of comfort. Where you can have gray skies, okay, you could turn around real fast and have them blue skies, boy, and they stuck with them gray skies and they mad. And then it's like, even, and they feel like, oh, you're blessed and you're favored and this and the third. It's like, even if you was in the, like, the gray skies and you telling them what to do and stuff like that, they sitting here pecking at you like, oh, you're crazy. We don't dance here. Put your boots up. And then it's like, bruh. So then it's like, once you started doing things to bring dance back and get dance to be a part of the city, they just like, oh my goodness, why was it her? Why it had to be her? And this, and the third. And now they trying to be your friend and be like, oh, I always knew they could be. Some of them is like, oh, why is it her? Some of them is like, oh, I always knew that you can do it, and blah 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 blah. And it's just like, nah, sweet. No, 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 no. It's like they trying to like literally catch you. It's like the Six of Swords. Like they literally trying to catch you before you, as you really move on to calm water. It's like that last wave, and it's just they not supposed to be there. They not supposed to, literally not supposed to be there. Okay, hold on. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be reversed. Okay, but it's the moon, so I'm gonna put a slanted. So there's secrets because there's the moon here and then the moon here. And I was gonna say something about it, and then the moon also here. So I was gonna say something about it, and I left it alone. But it's something that they was trying to suppress, something, some type of lie that they wasn't, you didn't want to know, like they were supposed to know, like you weren't supposed to know about it. So it was like, but some people, they didn't expect or wanted you to be the one to bring it back. It was supposed to be them. Now, some people, the one that trying to like ride the fence, switch sides and be like and stuff like that, they probably said a whole bunch of other shit behind your back that they now wishing and hoping and praying that you don't find out about. Okay, keeping that on the quiet, keeping it on the low. Because then we have the Two of Cups, and we have the Two of Cups here, but then we also have the Lovers reversed. That's why I'm saying I don't know if the moon is supposed to be reversed, but I'm gonna take it reverse because you couldn't see eye to eye with this person. You couldn't build with this person because there was lies and secret and deceptions, and they would have done everything and they power and they willpower to keep it that way. Hierophant. But then I'm just like, that's what I keep saying. It's like a department manager that's not even for your department. Or like with school, it's like, it's a whole different class and different teacher, and it's like, why are you worried about it? Then we have the, see, because this one was like upright, so I'm just like, maybe they are supposed to be upright because this person's a player, they're a manipulator. They want to play you in some way, shape, or form, be able to corrupt you or manipulate you in some way, shape, or form. That because of your stability, like I said. You have a way of creating stability, things that can lead to some sort of growth and abundance for you. And they can't do that. And they try to make it seem like that's something that you should find as an insecurity and hide and don't tell anybody about, when that's not the case at all. What just popped in my hair is hair. So let's say like your hair is long, right? And their hair is short. And you always have long hair and stuff like that. And no one ever you never had a problem with your hair or anything like that until this person came along, and they just like, oh well, my hair is short, and it's, well, short hair is more manageable, you can do more things with it, and you can do this with it, and it's easier to do that with it, and it's easier to do this with it, and blah 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 blah. So then it makes you start thinking about your hair and be more self-aware or self-conscious about your hair, when it was like, this is what they wanted. They wanted to create like some form of insecurity, so then they can like pick at it, some dent that they can pick at it. So then later on, like, because if it's a dent in your bed, at some point in time, a spring is gonna poke you. Got to get a new mattress, that kind of thing. And then they have an end. They able to control your money or your spending and stuff like that, or what you're doing, or how you like want to portray yourself to everybody. And or you trying to do things to be in their good graces to make it seem like y'all see eye to eye when y'all don't. And then we have the endless sadness of looking back, endless grief, obsessive grief, replaying the past. Whoa, endless regret, my bad. Probably also have grief. But endless regret, obsessive grief, replaying the past, and negative nostalgia. Yeah, to keep you in them gray skies. They didn't want you to have blue skies. They want you to be crying boo hoo hoo and is that a horseshoe? The horseshoes is mad old. Or whatever this is, that thing is mad old. That's the nostalgia. And the past. Like, you stuck in the past, you don't let it come to an end. So they can always have some type of control. No matter what they do, they always, even if they come back, they can easily like get it in and have it open it. And even if it's not them, it's either other people like them. Also, didn't I been telling you that your person depressed? That's literally a demon. Literally a demon. Because what popped in my head was the dude from Cow and Chicken. Literally. like Wait, wasn't his whole wait? The Cow and Chicken. Didn't like cow? No, he didn't like chicken. And was trying to like bother chicken and like get in between chicken and cow, but then chicken had to protect his sister. It's like this person might not like you for some dumbass reason. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's just just yeah, make it seem like it's something that like your security or your abundance or your comfort or your growth or something that you should regret and be ashamed of. And it's just like, what? Like your accomplishment should be something you're ashamed of. Like, what? Like, it's just making no sense. Then we have Elizabeth and the Lion with "It is time to become a great leader." Yeah, taking back the control from this person. They want to seem like they're somebody of authority and they're not. It's an illusion. It's fake. They actually don't even have confidence. They're the person that's living in the past. You're not living in the past. You're in the present moment. If you was drawn to a other pile, yes, this is pretty much what's going on. They're the one in the past. And let's say in the past, they overcompensated and they still overcompensate now. They're the ones that have insecurities and full of insecurities. They abuse their power. Or let's say like in the past or when they was a kid, they was cute and everybody liked them and stuff like that. So they had a lot of romantic offers. But as they got older, you know, the looks faded, baby. The looks faded. And it's like they still living in that past or that fantasy of everybody want them. And that they, this Rico Suave and it's no. Mm-mm. And that everybody want to be around him and they're the life of the party. And it was like, no. 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 Then we have Miss Spiderweb. Reconsider your allies and make new connections. See what I say? Like, no. This person is not your friend. It will never be your friend. That can never have a connection. There is no connection. This person is fake. They don't even have a connection with themselves. They don't even like themselves. This reminds me of a whole other reading. It's like somebody trying to throw you out of balance for an unbalanced person. Like this person is out of balance and unbalanced, and they trying to throw you out of balance. Like it's weird. And then try to be like, oh, I'm your soulmate. I love you. I care for you. I'm this and I'm that. But the Hierophant also talks about healing. This isn't healing or in any way, shape, or form. There's no form of growth. Which is why they've been telling you to leave and walk away. Which is why you're in between worlds. They're trying to stop you before you walk away. And trying to make it seem like where you're going is horrible when it's not. It's horrible for them because they can't go where you're going. Also, Spirit, okay, God, okay, he can go everywhere he wants to go. Hell, heaven, he can go wherever. Omnipresent, everywhere. He can go everywhere. Satan can't go everywhere. He can't go to heaven. Divinely places. He can't go there. Think the demons can go there? No. Well, unless God, say, all right, go. But, other than, if he doesn't, do you think they can go? They cannot. They cannot. With Judas, what did Jesus do? He dunked the bread. He gave the bread, and he said, go do what you need to do. Go ahead. Right? And what he did, he walked, okay? He went. Go ahead. Right? And then once when he did what he needed to do, and the demon left, and then Judas found out what he did, he was devastated, heartbroken, killed himself. So it's just if God do not say, hey, go ahead, do what you gotta, it won't happen. They cannot go. This is why you're blessed. You're chosen to go into the next level. Go ahead. They are not. Why? Because either they didn't do the work, you did the work, so it's only fair and it's only right for you to go. And that's why they try to make it seem like you ain't do the work when you did the work. That they ain't do the work. They're trying to project it onto you. Just, no. That's why I said to reconsider your allies. This person is not your friend. Then we have change one thing today. Start small. And the A-book is in my head right now saying you put that on everything. Money over everything. Okay? So it's just focus on your security. Making sure you secure in yourself, in your body, then your surroundings, your house, your home. Don't let like I said before, don't let somebody try to shake you up. Because you're pretty much either, let's say it's a manager or whoever it is. If it could be a department manager or stuff like that from a whole different department, it could be like something where you're qualified to be a man, like to be in their position in that whole department. You're not even focusing in that department, and they see you as competition or threat, and it's just like, I'm not even looking at that department, and that's not. It's like it's not even a career path you was focusing or looking into, or wanted, and they just. It's like if they never like paid like brought your attention to it, you never would have wanted it. That kind of thing. It was like green eggs and ham. It's like you didn't like you wouldn't have paid attention or known it was a thing if they never would have put it in your face and kept shoving it in your face. Like you would never know this was a department or that was a thing. And then we have keep your thoughts positive. Yeah, that's what it is. You're they want to control what you're focusing on and what you're manifesting, make it seem like everything is slowing down and not going in the way that you need it to go so you can stay in the past and not realize what they're doing. Or are they trying to use your manifestation powers in a way for them to get ahead? Because if you see them as like a little final boss situation, it's like it just popped in my head. It was Toontown. If you ever played Toontown, right? It's like a final boss or like one of the boss buildings or stuff like that you can't beat, and they always win and they laughing at you and ha 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 and stuff like that. But it's like that's not what's gonna happen, and that's not what's happening. It's gonna be the opposite, where you actually walking away because this flamingo has a crown on his head. You walk away and evolved. You have the power. You're the leader. Now they reconsidering being your friend. Want to sit at your table. And then you're looking back and thinking about the little things that you changed. And how this whole thing started. Taking that one little step out of your comfort zone and your comfort level. And then we have be bold. Don't be afraid to stand out. See what I said? You did things that's still in your comfort level that you was like that made you still feel comfortable and like insecure. You didn't do it for other people's attention and approval. You did it for yourself. Versus this other person, they did it for other people's approval and validation and acceptance. Not you. Then we have embrace change. But if I move easily and comfortably through the changes in my life. And we have spiritual awakening. I embrace my soul's purpose and align all aspects of my life to it fully. And we have the will of life, where I am guided by the cycles of life and live in complete harmony with them. See, that ties to the movements. Like sometimes there's gonna be ups and downs. There's gonna be times where you gotta plant seeds when it's time to reap, and when it's time to harvest, when it's just time to water, and when it's time to tend and care for it. It's you are realizing the ups and the downs. Sometimes there's times where you're doing nothing but healing and introspection, and there's times when you're isolated and gathering knowledge and materials, and there's times where you're just doing things. You don't know what you're doing, but you're doing things for some reason. And then it's like later on you find out why you was doing it. It's like you're just going with the flow. And where everybody else is like, oh, you're crazy. They told Noah he was crazy for building the ark. Look what he did. Okay? Save yourself. Okay? Just continue focusing on what you need to focus on. Don't worry about everybody else and what this person's saying, that person's saying, because they don't know the plan and the growth and what God has in store for your life, because they're not God and they not him. And his ways, okay, ain't they ways. Nor is it your ways. So why does it matter what they saying? And they out of balance. So it's like it's definitely ain't gonna be them ways. So it's just like, why just don't focus on him? Okay, don't wait. Don't focus on them. Focus on him. Okay, focus on Jesus and the Lord. Don't focus on nobody else. Because when was it Peter or was it Paul? Somebody, one of the P's. Okay, they took the eyes off Jesus. What happened? They fell in the water. Then they started drowning. And then he was like, oh, he have a little face. Okay, you focus on these other people and what's going on around you. You will drown. You will get lost. Continue looking to the cross and focusing on Jesus, because these people ain't going to get you nowhere but give you stress and anxiety and insecurities and misery. Also popped in my head. Like, it just stress on top of stress on top of stress. Like, they just stress you out and give you problems that you don't have to deal with. It just walk through this. Embrace the change. Embrace the growth. You letting these people go, let them go and walk through that portal. That's what, if you was drawn, especially if you was drawn to multiple piles, you watch them in the order you need to watch them in. You do you. But let these people go. Okay. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune with the recording angel with advancements and progress, teaches, guide, and records events in the book of life. Yeah, you making little progress and little advancements day by day, and this person trying to make it seem like that's what I'm saying. It's like let's say it's English, right? No, if it's work, okay. Let's say it's marketing and stuff like that, and this person, you're in marketing and this person is in accounting. And then it's like they keep looking at you and seeing what you doing, and you just like, what the hell did you, like, what's the problem? Because you're more so focused on like social media marketing and getting like the products out there and getting interactions. You're not caring or worrying about the numbers aspect. But then it's just like, you will be the person that be able to combine both, and then this person become like non-existent, because you can do both jobs. Like, you can focus on social media and like the social media marketing and do the accounting as well. If they do need to have ads and stuff like that, you can like account for it and make it in a way where it's not that like really expensive and stuff like that. Like, you can figure all of that out, and it's like, you don't want to do that. You probably know that you can do that. You don't want to do that. But this person is trying to make it like trying to sabotage you from doing that when it's something you didn't want to do regardless, and stop you from doing it and being able to do it. And it's just like, you didn't want to do it anyways. So it's just like, rather, like, all the time that they trying to spend on trying to stop you from doing it, they could have been learning on how to do it the whole time. It's like that. Like, you never would have thought about it or thought like that was the thing if they never like brought it to your face and was kept doing little shit and didn't and stuff like that, which pretty much led you in that direction. And then open more doors. It's like, they try to close the door, but then it's like you went around it and opened more opportunities. Or found just more doors that is more better than this one thing. And then they sitting here scrambling to find the keys for that one door for them to have the rest of the opportunities that you have. And it's like, it was never like, they never had the keys, man. They was never going to find the key. Even if it was in plain sight, because the key wasn't for them. And then we have the Hierophant with the merciful God with divine forgiveness, obtaining friendships and great favors, of great for obtaining friendships and favor of the greats and secure promise. Yeah. They felt like they was in authority and they was in control of your fortune. They knew what you was doing and your blessing, and God was like, that's funny, that's cute. No. Like, so that's why I keep saying, like, his ways is not their ways, nor is it your ways. He knows what he wants and he knows what he's doing. They have no idea. And again, they're out of balance, so they definitely won't know what the hell he doing. God ain't out of balance. And again, your person is a demon. You think a demon knows what God is doing? They don't. They have no idea. They know his words. They know the Bible. Yes. They scared of him. Yes. But they can't go where he goes. Which is why they're trying to keep you in the gray skies. God is trying to get you to the blue skies. They have no way of getting to the blue skies. They will never get to the blue skies. Yeah, with the stars, you have hope and destinies and purpose that they trying to stop you and try to make it seem like you don't have. Or it's a lie, something you should give up. It's a lie. So, remember, look at both of these because I don't know which one is for you, this group. I'm going to be honest with you. So, we have the angel of clairsentience and the angel of relief. So clairsentience is a weird sense of knowing. You don't know how you know, but you know. And then we have the angel of stress and parking angel. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I might go with this side. Okay, with this, I'm spending time with spirit. Is I'm gonna go with here because this parking angel. Unless you work, you know where you parking cars. Okay, and these people, oh, you have the movements and you driving and trying to stop your travels and trying to stress you out. Okay, I don't know. Okay, now I see it could be both. Okay. You know which one it is. You have a weird sense of knowing. If you know, okay, with that clairsentience, you know what it is. Because like I was saying, it started with this, but then it could tie to be both. But this person is trying to cause some type of stress to stop you from moving on. And but some of you knew who the person is and know who it is. Or with the night, see the movements, parking. You know who it is, or know why they're doing it. Or you know who it is, but don't really know why it is, or whatever. Spirit could be saying, like, don't worry about the why, or focus on the why. Just release this person, release any ties or connections that you have to this person. Because the why doesn't matter. It's like they know what they're doing and they know what they did. They just kind of continue to sabotage you and keep you confused. It's like the meantime you're sitting here trying to figure out why and wondering why, that's giving them more ideas and opportunity to still stab you and stop. Like, it's like while you in between this, like in between worlds, they still have access to your butt. Like they still have access to your back. They can still stab you. You need to get through completely where they have no access to you. Nothing gets through. So continue walking through. Yeah, but that's all that I see for you, pile 3. And again, if this reading or this part did not resonate with you, check out Fox. And yeah, so bye. Thank you for watching. Hello there, pile 4. Welcome to your reading. So you picked the Fox reverse. Couple of things. So if during this reading or like this portion, if it doesn't resonate with you, try I just did that part. Pile 3, there we go. Because the vulture reverse, because before I was trying to do the vulture, the cards like fell, and the reading seemed like it made sense and it flowed and it tied together. But that's just me. To me, it made sense, but to you, might not. Some parts might resonate, some parts might not resonate. So you might want to go over there, check it out. And it might just be like the ending part of it, like the beginning. It's still the same cards, I believe, because the fox, the beginning of those parts stayed together. It was the ending of the fox that got mixed up with the vultures, probably. So if this part doesn't resonate with you, look over at vultures. If it does, or if it just this whole reading resonate with you, then fine, that's cool, that's no problem. If you still want to check out vultures, that's cool, that's fine. You do you. You know what is right for you. Okay? Okay. So let's get into it. So we have but the fox being reversed, Dora is pretty much that, because the fox in the upright talks about being smart and being cunning and stuff like that, and being strategic. In the reverse, you're literally just being deceptive and cunning and sneaky. Oh, and also in the my animal deck, or the Wild Unknown Tarot that I have, and the Seven of Swords is the fox. That's why. The same, it's the same person that did both cards decks. But we have sadness, happiness, but it was kind of sort of reversed. But then I turned it around. So with the sadness being here, that made sense. But the happy, you're not happy, and then you're sad, and then you're showing some type of reflection, or you need to do some type of reflection and introspection to find out why you're not happy, before blaming other people and projecting that problem onto other people, because it might not be their fault or anybody else's fault. It might just be your fault. Nobody can make you happy. Nobody is in control of your feelings other than you. So you're not happy because you can't make yourself happy. You unhappy with yourself, therefore you unhappy. So you gotta the video that popped in my head, when they was when they faced the person in the mirror, and they was like, so what's the problem, or and this, that, and the third, and then the person be like, the mirror, it was no, it's actually them, it's the person in the mirror, is that, but they're happy with creating, blaming the mirror or blaming everything else but the actual problem, which is them. And then we have the throat chakra. With the frequency of the throat chakra, the blue flower supports our self-expression and our self of peace and balance. And then we have funny enough, we have the crown chakra. With the frequency of the crown chakra, the violet flower of life supports our spiritual connections to the universe and our ability to transmute a negative energy into light. So with this fox being reversed, you don't have to be deceptive and suspicious. You can turn all that around if you realize who's the problem or what's the problem, which it might just be you. Okay? And nobody else. Or even if some people try to cause you to be sad and melancholy and do all this stuff, you do a quick little reflection and be like, am I sad? What popped in my head with Mr. Brown, be like, I said self said, and you be like, am I sad? And you be like, nah, I ain't sad. And you be like, well, guess it ain't me. And then it has to be, then you realize that it's them, and they're projecting their sadness onto you, and you still move on about your business. It's you transmute all that negativity that they're trying to send to you or project onto you, and still end up being happy. Because now what's playing in my headphone is Jasmine Sullivan with Best in the World. So it's just they try to make you sad and bring you down, and you just Is there a reason for me to be sad? Is there a reason for me to be down? Is there a reason for me to like feel like I'm the problem? Understand the third. You like, nope. All right, I'm gonna be happy, like, and still be happy and move on about your day. See, trickery, deception. Told you. I forgot this one I was playing before that. Hold on, let me tell you. It was. Oh, the what the hell is going on between? Yeah, like it's some sort of trickery, and they try to make it seem they cheated on you and try to make it seem like it's your fault for them cheating on you. Boom, trickery. Cause I'm just like, I don't know how I just forgot that was playing in my headphone, but yeah, and oh, it was like an auto book that I was reading like this, like it's like they can't satisfy you sexually and they're or whatever or just however it is, and they're trying to make it seem like you're the problem, but then it's like when you go to somebody else or like give it somebody else and stuff like that, they just like no 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 no, you need you can't be putting that on everybody like that kind of thing. It's like, but the person before tried to trick you, make you think that it was you when it was actually them. They can't satisfy you. You can satisfy them, but no problem. You got it. Okay? And then see, Jasmine Sullivan, I'm gonna talk my shit, baby. Like, shit, you got it, baby. You good. It's them. It's they can equal up to you, a match up to you. And you just, it's fine. You alright. So where you had, so they trying to get you to put all your eggs in one basket, or have this acorn that you can't even fit in this basket and get rid of all these other things. That's what it like. Yeah, you have no reason to be sad. Yeah, that's what reflection. That whole introspection. You have no reason to be sad or try to suppress yourself. Yeah, nice. I'm so fly, side in the sky, like. Like, this person is really trying to trick you and cause you to be sad for things that you didn't need to be sad about. Deep workaholic. Cause you to work overtime for something you don't need to work on for no reason. Then we have clockwork pumpkin with a wonderful idea aha moment. That's that introspection, that reflection. You have no reason to be. Some of y'all have no reason to be sad as this person projecting the crap onto you. And then we have sewer mermaid with your sensuality is beautiful. Then you're gonna try to. It's some people. It's the person that's trying to tell you that you're being sensitive. With the crown chakra and the purple, you picking up on their sadness, or you picking up on the like what they're doing. With that mirror, you seeing them the opposite. They think that they're happy and you're sad, when in all actuality you're the happy one and they're the sad one. They're the miserable one. You're the happy one. It's flipped. It's reversed. But they feel like your counterpart. They think like you're equal and things are balanced and stuff like that, when that's not the case. So when you're getting the messages or intuitive downloads about this person, they trying to do things to make it seem like it's not them when it is them. So this person could be trying to work to distract themselves from the sadness and stuff like that, and be like, well, why would I be sad? I have no reason to be sad. I got money, I got this, I got that, I can buy this, I can buy that, when in all actuality that's just materialistic things that they throw in. They think that will bring them happiness or buy them happiness, but it actually doesn't. And they do things or say things to you, and then when you say things back or correct them, they try to say that it's a joke and you being too sensitive. It's that person. But you aren't. You're right. This person is sad and they're miserable. also with the sadness and happiness is given like the force, like the Four of Pentacles. Also, that's probably why it was reversed. They want you to be sad along with them, but you have no reason to be sad. So they, even if you're happy, they want you to fake be sad. Like, it's the Joker's, like, you know, like how he, no matter what he is, like, he made it so, like, he always had a smile. So it's like, even if, so you always be smiling no matter what. So it's like, but they want you to turn it around and be upside down and be boo-hoo on that side. But you have no reason to be sad. I mean, the Joker had reasons to be sad, but that's not the point where I'm going right now. It's like, you literally have no reason to be sad. They the one that tried to trick you, and they worked overtime real hard to trick you, and it didn't work. And then you know that it didn't work, and then it even sad and they hurt and they mad because the trick didn't work, and now they know that you're no longer going to want to have them in your life because they took advantage of your kindness. Yeah, then we have strangely lonely, holding on way too tight. It's like, there's a lot of things that's popped on. It was Usher, okay, and Confessions. When he like slided on the floor, it's like they know they fucked up, okay? Okay, they are aware that they fucked up. They know they fucked up, okay? And they know that you know they fucked up. But now they holding on to you way too tight so you don't walk away, okay? And work on something else. And because they know they fucked up. They know they know. You know they know. Everybody know. Okay? They know. And then we have the tribe. Could be somebody that you had a family with, you saw eye to eye with, you deemed as family, called family. Or you was nurturing and caring for, like family, or like a family friend. It's just somebody that was very close that pretty much betrayed you or sabotaged you. You know what just popped in my head? It's like Riverdale with Blossoms and the Coopers. It's like that. Y'all still family, but it's just the name is different, and it's like they betraying themselves and sabotaging themselves and doing this and this and the third. It's all that. And well, but that's kind of different because most of the Coopers didn't know that they were a Blossom. So or they was connected to the Blossom. So it's very different. It's a mixture. And then we have Simpidicity. Every time. Serendipity. Whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. And oh, that's holding on way too tight. Oh yeah. They sabotage you, try to trick you. You found a way to overcome the trick, the betrayal, and stuff like that. Still end up being happy. They know that. They see that. They took your kindness for a weakness. They played you. Okay? They try to play with you. And now, either they know that you know that they played you, and it's just a matter of time before you cut them off, but out of nowhere, all of a sudden, they gonna try to latch on a whole, like, pretty much be like, you're the best thing that ever happened to me in my life, and I need you, don't leave me, that kind of thing. But then it's like, if that was the case, you would never have done this. You would never have stabbed me in the back. You never would have lied. Never would have been swiper, no swiping, like that kind of thing. It's like they didn't expect you to see or know that they was there the whole time. It's like you peeped, just because you peeped and you didn't say anything, they thought you never peeped, but you peeped. Just didn't say anything, you just moved accordingly. And they was working real hard. Then we have thank you universe for helping me to see beyond the limit of fears. Thank you. Thank you for expanding my perception so that I can see what is of the highest good. Then we have instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good of all. That's what it is with a lot of people. With this, your sensuality is beautiful. Some people feel like with manifestation, if you say saying a name and putting a face on it, that's not manifesting. That's control. That's more hex, curse, evil eye, that kind of thing. You're putting you're literally sending energy to that person. Whereas with the serendipity, ha, and just praying for the highest good of all rather than the outcome. Rather than saying, oh, remove this person out of my life or remove name enter here out of my life, you literally said remove the negativity out of my life, the people that are trying to suppress me out of my life, those people that are pretending to be my friend, pretending to be a part of my tribe that's not a part of my tribe. And they just suddenly started falling like flies. And that's what it was. You never said any name or anything like that. It's just like, oh, okay. I thought we were cool. Come to find out we not cool. Like, it is what it is. That's why you still end up being happy. You're not. They was the one that was playing you and tricking you the whole time and working on continue to keep up this trick and this and stuff like that, and continue to sabotage you and stab you in the back. And like, you, even if they did stab you in the back and stuff like that, and you was giving them the benefit of the doubt, you already, once you let them go and stuff like that, then it was like, all right, you had some form of, you was bringing negativity in my life. It's cool, it's fine, it's alright. I release you, I forgive you, I forgive myself for the mistakes of pretty much allowing you in my life, and whatever you did to sabotage my life this far, cool, fine. And you went about the merry way. Still wish them nothing but the best. Hope they get their life on track one day. And don't sabotage themselves the way that they try to sabotage you and stuff like that. And they holding on like, oh, well, what did you do to get me out of your life? Go for me to get you back in my life, because I'm doing this, this, and this for you to get back in my life, and it's not working. And that's why it's not working. They literally are sending you energy. You never sent them energy. That's what they trying to. I'm pretty sure I said it one time. It's like somebody trying to. They don't understand physics, but trying to make it seem like they like. What they're doing is going against physics and going against science, going against somebody's willpower. And trying to call and pull you in and rope you in and lasso you in. Like, no, you don't want to be brought in, which is why it's not working. Which is why for you, the opposite happened. You didn't have to hold on too tight. There was no thing to hold on to. Not really much of a fight, which is why they didn't expect it or see it come. It just suddenly happened. It's like, I was saying physics, but chemistry is kind of sort of physics. It's like you have molecules or like little things in a room, and it's like at some point in time, they're going to mix and they mingle and get near each other or bounce around and stuff like that. And it's like you don't really have to do much. You can add a catalyst, like you probably could put food, and then they go draw to the food and stuff like that. And then that starts conversation and start people mixing and mingling and stuff like that. But you don't really need to if you don't want to. Like, it's gonna happen at some point in time. They're in a small confined area. Is that regardless, it was gonna happen at some point in time that you was gonna cut this person out or so and see through their facade and their fake shit. So we had the Kabbalah with the Tree of Life, lessons that you needed to learn. Hold on. Okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm gonna put it slanted because it could have been reversed. I'm not sure because the card fell, so I'm gonna put it slanted. I'm gonna read it both ways, either way, to let you figure this out. Because then we have the Chariot reverse, so I'm gonna put it slanted just in case as well. And then we have the Five of Pentacles in the upright. That's why I'm gonna have these slanted. We'll read this way. So it's like the people that left you out in the cold try to trick you and sabotage you. Okay, make it seem like you was a sad one and you have a reason to be sad and be down. Like you're missing out on something with the Chariot to get you stuck and you don't move on to have something that's more solid and stable and stuff like that. That's what I keep saying with the introspection and the reflection. You looked inwards and you realized that you're missing out on sadness. That's what you're missing out on. That's what they want you to think is a wonderful and great thing to miss out. Sadness. Distress, anxiety, and sadness. They want you to hold on to that. Okay, that's what it is. The Five of Pentacles. They want you to be struggling. Always working. Stressed out in the cold. Led astray. They want you to think sadness is what you need to hold on to and be afraid of happiness, because happiness is it's unpredictable. You're happy and then what? What after that? Happy? Like it's just yeah. You're happy and then there's excited, there's enthusiastic, there's those kind of things, where they were like, well, when you're sad, you have sadness, you also have depression, you have this, you have that. It's like they can more so play with you and trick you and manipulate you when you're sad than when you're happy, which is why they need you to be sad. What also popped in my head just now is Titans, not Teen Titans. With Raven. Oh, DC. I was gonna say it was on. I think it is on Max. I'm not sure, but on DC Titans, and with Raven, and the father was like, "Oh well, I needed your heart to be broken and stuff like that." Is that they needed you to be sad in order to get this trick to start into work? They need you to hold on to that sadness and that depression for the trick to work, for them to be here. But that wasn't stable and that wasn't grounded, so you end up cutting it out and moving on with determination and leaving them out in the cold. I have some solid, stable, awful. It is Pentacles. So maybe it was upper. I'm not sure. And then we have the High Priestess. Oh, it couldn't really just be slanted with the High Priestess. You could literally say it was both. That with the introspection. It could be both. Because we have black and then we have white. We're talking about the yin and the yang. And the same thing with the horse. It could have been both. You're happy, they're sad. So y'all, either way, y'all wasn't going in the same direction, and y'all wasn't. For one, the horses wouldn't have gotten up, so there wouldn't have been any movements. Because even in the tribe, it's two giraffes, but there's like a mommy giraffe and a kid giraffe. Like it's not the same level. There's a squirrel and this is a dragon. What a dragon got to do with an acorn? Why does it have an acorn? That's not a treasure. Dragons does not care for acorns. So it's like the chariot wasn't even gonna move either way. So it's like you already knew there wasn't a solid, stable offer, and this person I just keep saying, they know you know. They don't know how you know, but they know you know. And they know you know it's them. See, but the page is so... Because, like, you on guard or you on alert for something, they trying to... But just popped in my head is ravioli, give me the formula. Like, they know, it's like, it's real clear and easy to see that that's not Mr. Krabs. And they know that you know that it's not Mr. Krabs. But they trying to do everything in their power to get you to think that it is Mr. Krabs, to give that, or be a part of this solid, stable offer. But you just like, something don't seem right. I don't really feel like it, and that kind of thing. And it's just like, it's like they try to continue to play in your face and take your kindness for a weakness, and think that they should have access to you, or this guaranteed access to you, or they should continue to have access to you. And it's just like, but that you look at what you're doing when you do have access to me. You do deceptive and toxic and manipulative things. So why would I continue to give you access to me? But I have to be on guard. You try to cloud my judgment and trick me to get one up on me, so I won't be able to move ahead, to then try to leave me on the cold and make it seem like I'm the odd man out, but yet you asked me to be here. It's like, it's very unstable and ungrounded and very childish and manipulative, where you really literally have to read between the lines. And then we have Little Wolf Girl with it is alright to be alone. Then we have little brother, little sister, siblings, young friends, responsibility. See, I told you, it's like some type of family member or a friend that you knew from a very young age that you deemed as like a family friend. And now you're pulling away from this person because it's a full moon here, and then her necklace, this could be like a fingernail, but I saw it as a moon, and it's the winding moon. So it's like when things are winding down to the full moon. It's like, so you on guard and you on alert and seeing and knowing that this whole thing is coming to an end, and you're taking responsibility for what you need to take responsibility for, and what's left is what they did or what they need to take responsibility for, and what's pretty much left is the trickery and the deception and the lies and the deceit. And see, the dragons, they did this shit and they know what they did, and they don't want to take responsibility for it and hold accountability for it because it makes them feel bad. And it's like, who cares, bro? Like, but they want you to feel bad and they want you to feel sad. They feel happy that way. If you took responsibility for it, as if you did it. Also, the reason why they know that you know, or they think that you know something, you started to pull away from this person. With the Page of Swords, you started being on guard and you being like on alert and stuff like that, and could be like very secretive, or that the messages that you have is not as, let's say, as detailed as it used to be. You just tell people what they need to know and keep it moving and keep it pushing. And then we have the Mermaid and the Koi Pond, or rediscovering your individuality and becoming a dragon. So they try to trick you. Okay? You was a squirrel. They try to trick you. You was just planting and harvesting. Trying to get ready for hibernation. And they try to trick you, literally. Right? So when the time comes, you pretty much be struggling, and you saw through it, was able to become independent, stable, and grounded without this person, and to protect yourself without this person. Because we went from 40 to 41. You are strong. Even if you're like they're dragon, you are bigger and stronger dragon than this person. That's why I keep saying I don't see why they have an acorn. It makes most dragons collect treasures. There's no reason for them to have an acorn. Acorn is not really can make a tree, but then it's not really valuable to them or for them to really collect it the way that they're trying to do. And then it's just because it's a giant big acorn, but then like I said, it cannot go in that basket. It makes no sense. Then we have release self-doubt and let go fear. If you was drawn to another pile in this reading, it's pretty much ties to that too. Also, if you drawn to another pile, like I said with the vultures and stuff like that, that's kind of sort of why. Because it talks about like being in between worlds. So it's like you already have this idea and might be trying to cut this person out with that introspection and that mirroring and stuff like that, and they're trying to make it seem like you're on the same level. Don't doubt yourself. You're not. It's a trick. Then we have embrace your divine guidance. Yeah. Because it's your your individuality and your sensuality. There we go. The word was about to combine. Okay. That this person wants and they want to keep and manipulate and cause you to have some sort of challenge and adversity where you're always working and never actually fulfilling and having some sort of success in something. Then we have nourish your body with high vibing energy. See with the song. But he's like, I'm so tired, all I need is good vibes. Like, yeah. Then we have reach for your dreams. I am the creator of my own dreams and achieve them with confidence. Also with that, you have dreams and goals that can lead to something real solid and stable. And let's say before where you're in the planning stage or like bouncing ideas off of other people, you stop that. You no longer. So now it's like some people might think that you no longer have any ideas, or the fact that you're not saying the ideas, they want to know what you're doing with those ideas. What you're doing by yourself, you know? Because they want to like trick you and find a way to be a part of it or overlook or micromanage or try to say that they're helping you and stuff like that. They have some type of knowledge to help you when they don't. They just want to learn what you're doing or see what you're doing to pretty much copy it or sabotage it with the chariot being reversed. Cause some type of problem or adversity to keep it stuck. Then we have the water elemental with I allow my mind, body, and spirit to flow intuitively through changes in life. Then we have movement, meditation. I celebrate and honor my physical body through dance and movements. Yeah, you probably Chariot being the reverse, you might end up moving away from some people and walking away from some people, and they're trying to stop that. Suppress how far you can move. Also, your growth with that transition. They're trying to. The Wheel of Fortune. They're trying to change how it moves and how it goes. They want it to. They want the wheel to be in their favor, okay? But the will is not in their favor, will never be in their favor because of their intentions. It says the highest good of all. They're sad. How does it benefit everybody to be sad? It does not. It does not. So it's that, like, it's clear and easy to see, like, what they want is not for the highest good, but yet they're trying to make it seem like it is. Then we have the Queen of Swords with God, the hope of all the earth, with rituals and ceremonies can acquire all the treasures of heaven and earth. See what I'm talking about with the dragons? That makes more sense. Not an acorn. Like, not an acorn. They collect, like, rare gems and things that you rarely see and stuff like that. Like in Rick and Morty. Did Morty Dragon had an acorn? Did he have any use for an acorn? No. Like, so then we have the Three of Swords with the quickly forgiving God, love and submission, curing illness, influence, platonic love means friendships, and giving long life. So it could be literally just a friend or a family friend. Might not even be a sibling. Just somebody that you deemed as family. That pretty much stab you in the back and sabotage you. But also, with this saying, blood is thicker than water, that's not how the actual saying goes. Okay? So look at the real saying, okay? You will realize Cain killed Abel. Were they not brothers? Okay? Family will betray you too. It doesn't matter. Blood ain't, like, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't. Yo. So it's just, you ever watch Sabrina? Because that popped in my head. But Helga killed, I forgot the other sister's name. But it's like, it just doesn't matter. Like, the whole family is family. Like, family will stab you in your back too. But it was like, this person, you thought you can trust them and stuff like that. And it's just like, no. They even will sabotage and stab their own family in the back. Then we have the Six of Wands where God take away evil. See what I said? So if you wish that you made a manifestation, you never said an actual name where this person is saying an actual name. That's not how that works. But either way, they're evil. So it's not going to come back in your life because you said no evil. Then we have longevity and protection against infirmities. So it's like this person literally just trying to stop you and cause you nothing but problems and strife and sabotage. And then we have the Eight of Swords with God, protector, and survivor, with truth, justice, protections from enemies who will steal one's fortune. See? Wheel of Fortune popped up. See? References made sense. Because you're the one with the ideas. They want to latch. You're the one with the abundance, and they want to latch onto it. And want to manipulate it and take advantage of it. So, we have the Angel of Relationships. And then, I'm going to read both of these. So, we have the Angel of Clairsentience, which is pretty much, you don't know how you know, but you just know. Okay? It's because the angels are telling you. They're talking to you. They just like, don't worry about the how and the why. Just move accordingly. Okay? Move on. And then we have the Angel of Release. And then we have the Angel of Stress and Parking Angel. So, with the Queen of Swords and the Eight of Swords being here, then the Three of Swords with the Six of Wands, this person, that's why I was talking about the spell work and the physics and stuff like that. They ritually, on a constant daily basis, send you negativity and evil. They're the ones doing it. And the mirror, they need to take a look and it like realize. I think I said that at some point in time in a video, like when they realize and then try to project it onto you and be like, well, it's your fault and it's there, and it's like, no no and then it's like they can't sit with the harsh truth and the harsh reality, like it's them. That's why they try to hold on to you way too tightly. It's like they already know that they sabotaged you and they fucked up and they cheated and they did all this stuff, and they know they can never find another you, and there's no reason for you to be around them and continue to put up with them. And once you get away with them, you always be the one that has some sort of stability, not this person. They will always be stuck in the past, where you move on and move forward. They will always need somebody to take care of them, and always be somebody's responsibility, but not you. But yeah, that's all that I'm seeing for this reading. If this reading didn't resonate with you, like I said, look over at Vulture. But to me, this made sense. Vulture kind of sort of like, some of it did tie together, come and like work with it. So, like I said, you could go watch both. Or if you were just drawn to a whole other reading or like different piles, you can, however you want to do it, whatever order, you do that. But yeah, other than that, I see you. But especially with this being the relationship, it's clearly is two people. So it could be. That's why Vulture and Fox mixed up. But the reflection, the projection of stuff, and the mixing up of stuff, you probably don't know which one is which. But with the clairsentience, somebody here knows how to decipher, knows what is what, with the High Priestess. So you, even if you watch it, you know who, like, you versus them, and them, which is them, which one is you, and if it's a whole other person, which one is that, and stuff like that. Like, you be able to realize and know who exactly is who and who is which and stuff like that, and know who to release and who to let it go. But like I said before, you just like, God, just take away all the evil. And God was like, hurt you. Been waiting on you. And they upset. They just like, you know I did something. And then just like, you don't know what they did. And they're just like, but if you want to tell me what you did, then alright, cool. It's that. It's like they telling on themselves by doing things. If they just leave you alone, you wouldn't have thought or knew that they was doing something. Or that they was following you. Because Sniper always followed doors. Like, if they never stepped on a branch, you never would have turned around. It's something. Some shit. But, yeah, because her eyes is closed and her eyes closed. It's like, you never would have realized it's something. It's like they did some. With the High Priestess, you started reading between the lines. They don't, like I said before, you know something. They don't know how you know or what you know, but they know that you know something. And it's like once you knew it, you quickly got over it and moved on. It was like, alright, cool, bye. And they could be now be scared because they think that you're gonna do them how they do you, and it's just like, that's why they was like, embrace that divine feminine. Like, you don't stoop to these people level. Don't let them corrupt you. There's no reason for you to do it. No reason. Especially with serendipity, and then it has 4 leaves closer. You dodged the bullet with this person. This person sabotaged and played themselves. Playing you, they played themselves. So just continue moving on, doing what's best for you. But yeah, that's all I see for this reading. If you feel like this reading resonated with you, then please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye.